What is good, Sixer Nation, Philly Take Nation? Welcome on in to another edition, another week. Can you believe we are halfway into the NBA season? Today marks the halfway point. We got some big news today. And the Sixers start off a 4-game week out all at home, which will prove to be very important for this next stretch. Sixers coming off a couple tough losses, but the one the other night stings, man. They had that game won. They fumbled it away to the Cleveland Cavaliers late in that game. How will they bounce back? Well, feels like an opportunity to do so for sure, taking on the tanking Pacers. But as we know, once those players step in between those lines, they have to perform. Doesn't matter who the opponent is. So we have a new fresh week. Can the Sixers start it off with a big-time W? We will break it all down. We'll give you the live game coverage and a whole bunch more. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Monday. Happy MLK Day. It's been an interesting day of hoops. Been watching some basketball today. They had games slated from 12 p.m. Eastern Time, noon, all the way on. Just started watching a little while ago the New York Knicks getting smoked. We will talk about that and how this conference remains wide open and how the 76ers need to continue to capitalize. Have to capitalize. So we will break it all down, but ladies and gentlemen, welcome in officially to Philly Take with RB. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, wherever you are tapping in from, and welcome into the show. It is the Sixers Game Day live show presented by our great friends at National University. As always, we are powered by the Sleeper app. It is the 22-18 Philadelphia 76ers taking on the 10-33 Indiana Pacers. This is the #1 Sixers Game Day live show community where we give you the pregame, live game, and postgame coverage, including our staple play-by-play and reactions and our analysis as it all goes down. We will read out your comments in real time. We will take your phone calls after the game. So do me one quick favor right now. If you are in the live show, go down below, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, help us get to 51K, and most importantly, hit that notification bell. That way you do not miss any of our videos, live streams, shorts, or more. We are constantly pumping out content every single day on all platforms, so make sure you get engaged and get involved and get a part of the conversation, man. Last but not least, make sure you follow us on all of our socials. We are blowing up on TikTok. Can we drop some millies in the chat, man? We had our first 3 videos go for a milli on TikTok. Shout out to the TikTok page. Make sure you go follow us over there. Follow us on IG. Same over on Facebook. All at Philly Take with RB. Follow me on Twitter /X at RB Philly Take, where I talk about the Sixers, the NBA, the Eagles, and a whole bunch more. Stay up to date behind the scenes. Support us everywhere so we could take this vision, this platform, this coverage that you all enjoy, and we can take it to so many more levels, man. Support us everywhere. Run into the sun with us, man. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate y'all, man. We are now getting into the second half of the season. Shout out to my great Fire Take members, everybody that constantly supports this show. I appreciate you more than you know. I want to see you guys getting active tonight. I know this is going to be one of those diehard streams, you know, where the real ones are tapped in. We'll shout out some members in the chat. We'll read your comments, all that and more, man. Hope everybody is doing well. $10 super chat from our guy TJ Hogue. TJ gets a bell for that one. TJ coming in, supporting the show. Much appreciated, my man, and for being a channel member. You the man, TJ. He says, we back once again. Fingers crossed. Hey, man. Fingers crossed. 76ers have to win this game tonight. And I guess that's a perfect segue right into our pregame live show. I don't have a ton in terms of pregame today because we know who the Pacers are. They are a team that is openly tanking, right, for this historic draft class, as they're saying, coming up. The Pacers, go from Game 7 of the finals. They lose Tyrese Halliburton in the first quarter. And obviously losing the finals is a tough blow, but talk about losing your superstar, your franchise cornerstone for an entire season. So it's kind of like the double bubble, and then on top of that, their owner gets cheap. He decides not to pay Miles Turner. So the Pacers have been doomed from the start. Now, with that being said, and looking back at the last game, right, where the Cavs did not have Darius Garland or Sam Merrill, or go back to that Nuggets game where the Sixers got embarrassed by the Nuggets' third stringers. Any NBA team has enough talent to beat you on any night. The Pacers still have some guys, that were on that finals team. Matter of fact, a couple of them I've been talking about as potential trade targets. If you have not checked out our last video on this channel and you want to hear about Sixers trade targets, definitely go check that out. But you think about guys like Andrew Nembhard or Benedict Mathurin or, obviously Pascal Siakam. But you think about all the dudes they have on this team, like they can still win a game. They can still win a game, They're 10-33. They had an atrocious start to the year. They've started to win some games, but they are 2-17 on the road. And obviously without Tyrese Halliburton, they're not much at all, but they can still win. Now looking at the Philadelphia 76ers side of things, and I guess I should read the injury report, but sorry, hold on. Let me pull up the injury report just so I don't miss anything. For the Sixers, Paul George is not playing tonight. In case you don't know, this is a back-to-back. So the Sixers will play again tomorrow night against the Phoenix Suns for the first time this season. Phoenix Suns are playing some pretty good ball right now. So they will be in town tomorrow, but I originally thought that Joel Embiid and Paul George would sit tonight due to the back-to-back. Nick Nurse decides to stagger them. So Paul George will not play tonight. He will play tomorrow. Joel Embiid will play tonight and most likely will not play tomorrow. If Joel Embiid plays tomorrow, throw a party, bro, because then he's really, really back. But anyway, I don't think he's going to play the back-to-back. We'll see what happens. With that being said, the 76ers did elevate Jared McCain back from the Bluecoats. He had been sent to the Bluecoats this weekend, didn't play in the last game, not really getting any minutes, doesn't really have his form right now. Feel like it would be a good idea to get him some reps in the G League. So we'll see if Jared McCain can crack the floor tonight and see what he could do. Other than that, for the Indiana Pacers, we know about Halliburton. Benedict Mathurin is out tonight with a right thumb sprain. Ethan Thompson is out. Obi Toppin is out. He's been out for a while. And Cam Jones is also in the G League as well. But other than that, man, like I said, Siakam's going to play. Jay Huff is going to play, another Sixers trade target that I've talked about for the last couple weeks now. Andrew Nembhard. So again, the Pacers have guys that can make this game a little difficult if the 76ers don't pay attention and try to actually come out here and establish themselves. Other than that, man, Pacers have the worst offensive rating in the NBA. They are dead last, 109.08. On the defensive side, they are at number 20. So I think that goes without explanation. The Pacers are just a really bad team this year. They can't get it together. They don't have their leader. They don't have the glue guy that makes it all stick together. And they are probably going to come out of this next draft with a really high draft pick. And I'm sure next year they're going to bounce back. Last thing I want to say before we get into a few other things and get to our final predictions, can we just drop some Tyrese Maxey's in the chat? I did not get to obviously make a video or make a short about this. I did tweet about it. Like I said, follow me on Twitter. But Tyrese Maxey is officially starting in his first NBA All-Star game. And for that, we get an air horn. I will drop an official short probably on Wednesday, but Tyrese Maxey, I just want to say congratulations. You absolutely have earned it. You know, I mean, I feel like I've been talking about it all season, but like this dude has taken an MVP leap. He's averaging a career high in minutes, points, assists, steals, blocks, everything. He's kept his team afloat, and he has kind of taken the reins this year. The offense runs through Maxey at some times, and he's just been everything we have asked for and more. He is now a two-time All-Star, but a first-time starter. We'll talk about the All-Star lineups later on and if we think they're accurate, but I think overall, pretty good. We haven't got to the reserves yet, but yeah, I just wanted to say shout out to Tyrese Maxey because he definitely has earned it. He has absolutely earned it. And shout out to you guys with the fan voting for helping get him in the All-Star game. Shout out to our great 25-year-old franchise cornerstone, Tyrese Maxey. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me your thoughts on Maxey being named an All-Star starter down in the chat. Give me your thoughts on tonight's game. Do you think Joel and PG should have both sat out tonight? Do you think there's a chance that Joel Embiid will play his first back-to-back of the season tomorrow? And do you think the Sixers can actually bounce back and win this game? We will talk about all of it on the other side. We'll give our final predictions. But first, we have to give a huge shout out to our great partners of the show over at Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Make the Picks. Now, you know about Sleeper, man. They are your one-stop shop for all your sports needs, whether it's chatting on games in real times, getting the fastest scores, news, and alerts right at your fingertips, talking with other fans, whatever it is, Sleeper has you covered. You can even play fantasy football on there like I do. But the best part is Sleeper Picks, where you choose anywhere from 2 to 8 of your favorite players, pregame, live game you can, or even across different sports. And all you have to do is pick more or less than the predicted stats. You can make these entries in 30 seconds or less with a $1 minimum. It is that easy. And when you use our code PhillyTake, you can get up to a 100% match on your first deposit, up to $100. Shout out to Sleeper, who's also offering a free $20 promo right now, no deposit required. All you have to do is sign up, download the app, and use your code PhillyTake to claim the offer. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Now, let's go ahead and take a look over on Sleeper as we try to make the picks. Last game was a bounce back for me, probably the only good part of last game. But we're going to run up a little four-leg parlay here. Let's see, Joel Embiid, 12.5 assists plus rebounds. We have Maxey, 28.5. I think Maxey's going to be fired up, but he is going up against Andrew Nembhard most likely, which could be a tough matchup. VJ Edgecombe steals. I kind of like that one. I'm going to take VJ Edgecombe over the steals. Like I said, easy as this. Just make your picks on here. Let's see. Let's go to points. Where is Joel Embiid? Joel Embiid up against probably Jay Huff, who I have talked about as a Sixers trade target. I kind of like Joel over 27.5 in this game. Do we have 3-pointers? Let's see. Maxey 3.5, VJ 1.5, Oubre 1.5, Grimes 1.5. That's an iffy one for me. Let's go to points and let's find the most random person on the team and take their overs. Jay Huff. Let's see what's Jay Huff at on rebounds right now. He's at 4.5. You know, I'm going to take him on the over. I'm going to take Huff over 4.5 boards. And then we will take one more pick. Let's see. Let's go to assists. Where's Maxey at? 6.5. I kind of like that. I'm going to take Maxey over 6.5 assists. Easy as that. Make your picks, make your parlay, use our code PhillyTake, and get up to 1,000 times your payout on Sleeper when your picks win. Shout out to the Sleeper app for partnering with us. Go download the app, check it out, and see if your picks win today. Thank you to Sleeper, and we will revisit during the halftime show. All right, ladies and gentlemen. First off, we only have 30 likes in the chat right now. Chat, we're going to need your energy tonight. Remember, it's the first of a back-to-back. We are giving you this coverage every single game. We give it to you pregame, live game, postgame. We give you the live stats. We give you the scoreboard. We call out the game. We literally give you every component of this coverage. You don't even need to watch the game on TV anymore. We got you covered. We are building the empire. So I need everybody to go down below and hit the thumbs up button. Most importantly, we have to wake up the neighbors, man. Neighbors were out there early today shoveling snow. I went out. They didn't even say hi to me. They were being rude. We got to piss them off. We got to wake them up. Speaking of wake up, let's talk about our final predictions, man. Final score predictions in the chat right now. Here's what I need from you, ladies and gentlemen. Here on a Monday night, happy MLK Day. Will the 76ers bounce back and get a win? Drop your final score prediction down below. Let me know who gets the W tonight. And drop your leading scorer prediction. Who will it be? How many points will they have? Let me know all of that down in the comments right now. Leading scorer prediction. How many points will they have? What is your final score prediction? And who wins this game? Let's go, man. Let's go. J. Huff will get the start tonight for the Pacers. So will Johnny Furphy. Joel Embiid is in tonight for the Sixers. No Paul George. Kelly Oubre Jr. gets the start. Sixers coming off a couple tough losses. It feels like all season they've been up and down with this roller coaster ride. They need to go on a winning streak, man, and we are at halfway into the season right now. So give me your predictions down below. And you know TJ McConnell is going to play tonight. As it says here, he has the second most career assists by a bench player, right behind Lou Williams. Shout out to two former Sixers, man. You know I'm a big TJ stan. You know that's my guy. And he's going to make it very difficult for the Sixers tonight. This absolutely could be viewed as a trap game. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to say, and the Sixers, you better not let me down. I'm going to say the Sixers get a big win tonight. I'm going to say it's close for 2 to 3 quarters, and then Maxey and Embiid finally get that two-man game humming. They kick it into gear, and I'm going to say the Sixers win it 118 to 105. Maybe I'm gutsy. Maybe I'm ballsy picking the Sixers to win by more than 10. But I'm going to say 118-105. I think Jared McCain's going to get some minutes tonight and hopefully show that he could still be a player for this team, despite maybe going back down to the G League. I think VJ Edgecombe is going to be a menace defensively. And I think Joel Embiid is going to take advantage of J. Huff. And yes, J. Huff has been a really good player this year, and I think he should be a trade target. But I'm sorry, you can't stop the big fella. And I think Maxey's going to want to, kind of pump his chest out a little bit, for being named an all-star starter. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my final prediction, 118-105. I'm going to say Joel Embiid leads the game tonight with 33 points. He had 39 against Indiana back about a month ago. So what is your final prediction? Let me know in the chat. We have Mark who says 123 to 90 Sixers. Estelle says 117-107 Sixers. Busy B says 117-112 Sixers. Maxey 28. Rob says 118-104 Sixers. Joel with 28. Dom says a W by the Sixers. Maxey 38, 121-114. Carlos says 137-102 Sixers. Smiley says 112 to 105 Sixers, Maxey 40. Cool J says punching bag game, 126-100 Pacers, Maxey 39. Who else, man? What else? Busy Bee says smash the like, get us to 100. Where are we at now? We're at 50. Yo, you guys are slacking, man. You guys are slacking, man. We're only at 50? We can't even get a hundo bomb? Neighbors are going to be sleeping tonight. I want to get my revenge on the neighbors for waking me up early today, man. Let's go. Judica says 130, 99. Joel with a 60 piece. Love the merch. Let's go. Shout out to the merch. Go get yours on PhillyTakeWithRB.com. Marshall McCollum says 115 to 96ers. Maxey with 35. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the members. Big Rudd always picking against the 76ers. He says 117, 115 Pacers. Siakam with 28. Big Rudd's a hater low key. Estelle says Edgecombe with a 30 piece. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, man? I think it's that time. I think it's that time. Drop the beat. Come on, man. It's Monday. We are halfway into the season. I need y'all to fire me up, man. It's the Game Day Live Show with your boy RB. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo! You hear that beat, man? Let it ride through your veins. Give me the chills, man. Give me the chills, man. Karen in the chat says 116, 106, Maxey with 40. I like it. I could see a Maxey or Embiid 40 piece, but I think they're both going to have good games. I think Embiid's going for 33. And honestly, Maxey might go for 30 as well. We'll see. Maybe they both go for 33. Let's go, man. Hope everybody is doing well. Thanks for being here. $2 super chat from Dom Boyle 87. He says, oh yeah, hit the like button, people. Let's go. Welcome into the chat. I am RB. This is the Sixers Game Day Live Show, #1 Game Day Live Show, where we give you pregame, live game, postgame coverage. We do it for 4 hours every single game. We'll be here tonight. We'll be here tomorrow night. We'll be here Thursday night. We'll be here Saturday afternoon. We're here every game, breaking it down. We give you the live game call. We give you the live stats. We give you everything you need, man. So welcome on in. Get active in the chat. We welcome your engagement. Couple housekeeping rules. Please do not spoil the game for other people in the chat. Otherwise, the mods will time you out. We are still working on a live scoreboard thing coming soon. Number 2, please be respectful in the chat. Number 3, mods, make sure y'all tell people what to do. You know, tell them to hit that thumbs up. Tell them to engage with the chat. The more engagement we get, the more people we push this out to, and the bigger we grow. We have our NBA All-Star lineups today. Like I said, Tyrese Maxey is officially an NBA All-Star starter. So I am going to read out the All-Star lineups, and I want to know from you if you think they are fair. Do you think anybody got snubbed? What do you guys think? Here's the Eastern Conference NBA All-Star starters. Tyrese Maxey, Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, Jaylen Brown, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Who do you think got snubbed? Who do you think deserved to make it? Or is it perfect? Here are the Western Conference NBA All-Star starters. You have SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Stephen Curry, Luka Doncic, Victor Wembanyama, and Nikola Jokic. What do you guys think? Honestly, overall, I think they're pretty good lineups. There's a few guys you can make a case for. I am hoping that Joel Embiid gets the reserve all-star, but we'll see how that goes. I think overall the lineups are pretty good. It's hard to put, 12 guys in the all-star game starting lineup when there's only 5 spots, But it's hard, like what do you go by? I think Anthony Edwards could have made it as a starter. But yeah. I think overall the lineups are pretty good. 50 tons of gold in the chat. Channel member, what's up, man? What's up, man? Pure Philly Pain, what's good, bro? No PG, big surprise. Well, he's out tonight because of the back-to-back. He will play tomorrow, though. Let's go. David says, congrats to Maxey. Busy B says, Giannis should not be a starter, in my opinion, but who would you put in over Giannis? Kevin says, sounds about right. Jason says, perfect. Donnie says, Embiid is not an all-star man. Well, he's leading all bigs in the Eastern Conference in scoring. His numbers are pretty good in a limited sample size. So, right now, if you look at numbers-wise, Joel Embiid deserves to be an all-star reserve. David says, do y'all want a Oubre for Jalen Smith trade? Listen, man, I put out a video a couple days ago with my trade targets. A couple guys from this Indiana Pacers team. Definitely check it out. It's going to be interesting to see how the trade deadline plays out because, like I said, nowadays with trades and the CBA, there's not a lot of trades that can be made financially that benefit both teams. So I'm interested to see if there's much traction at the trade deadline this year. Estelle says West is dominant this year. Jad says nobody's really talking about how horrible the Knicks are. Listen, bro, I just said it like 10 minutes ago. I said it on Twitter yesterday. I said it 20 minutes ago. And I said it as soon as we got on this stream, man. My thing is, where are the Knicks fans at? And I'm being for real. And I'm calling people out. And I could call out some Knicks creators, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sit up here. I'm going to be humble. And I'm going to worry about the 76ers. But all you little Knicks weasels in the chat who come into our chat, I'm telling you, these people come in. They came in at the end of the Cavs game to talk smack. They come in at the end of the Hornets game or the Hawks and Sixers game. They come in here and they're like, oh, the Knicks. First off, we don't care about the Knicks. Second off, you had your best opportunity ever the last couple years. And I went on Knicks Film School podcast before the Sixers played the Knicks. By the way, the Sixers beat down the Knicks. And I went on Knicks Film School podcast, and they were so cocky about them, essentially being a write-in to the finals this year. And I said, look, the last couple years were your opportunity. Sure, you could get back this year. You have a good squad. But the last 2 years, you blew wide open golden opportunities. And I said, look, trust me. I know as a Sixers fan, you can't blow your opportunities. And now the New York Knicks for the last 7 games, I've been watching them against the Kings and I'm trying to think who else. They're playing the Mavericks today. They're getting absolutely embarrassed. The Knicks are getting punked right now. They thought firing their coach was going to fix everything. Now they want to fire their new coach. Guess what? Knicks, bye-bye. Knicks done. Window closed. Closed. The Knicks are not making it out of the Eastern Conference this year. I've been watching the Knicks, and I'm telling you right now, they have a good team. They're not great. They're just average. Let me look up their schedule. Because I've been watching some of these games. They're getting embarrassed by bad teams. Like the Knicks are not a good team. I'm telling you right now. They want to trade Karl Anthony Towns. They want to trade Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson's on Instagram posting farewells. And it's funny because all they want to do is talk about Joel Embiid. They're so fascinated by Joel Embiid. Maybe you should worry about your own center that doesn't even run back on a fast break. The Knicks have lost 4 out of their last 5 games. They lost to the Phoenix Suns. They barely squeaked by the Portland Trail Blazers. They got embarrassed by the Sacramento Kings. They got embarrassed by the Golden State Warriors. They lost to the Phoenix Suns again. And now they're getting embarrassed by the Dallas Mavericks. So, again, New York Knicks fans, make sure you don't count your chickens before they hatch and worry about your own team. Because right now you guys are going down the sewer. Anyway, enough of me talking smack, bro. I will say this, though, man. And look, last game was very disappointing for the Sixers. The way they crumbled in that fourth quarter. Couldn't put it away against a shorthanded Cavs team. I'm still mad about that. For me, tonight is a game that you just have to win. Preferably, it'd be nice to win with a cushion. Because tomorrow night, you play the Phoenix Suns, who have been playing pretty good. Then on Thursday night, you play the Rockets, who have been a little disappointing, but still have a ton of talent. And then you play the Knicks on Saturday. So for me, this is a game that you have to win. I'll be honest with you guys. I probably would have played. I mean, we'll see what happens, right? If Joel Embiid plays both games at his back-to-back, I'll be thrilled. I just don't feel like they're going to play him tomorrow night against Phoenix. And I feel like tomorrow's the bigger game. I would have rather had them both sit tonight, PG and Joe, and played them tomorrow. But regardless, you have to win this game. You absolutely have to win this game. And I'm pissed off about that last game because the Sixers had finally been playing in that groove and they're finding chemistry together. And last game just felt like a typical Sixers choke from a couple years ago. So they got to wake up and win this game. Sounds like you lost the bet on the New York Knicks tonight. No, actually, I'm celebrating the New York Knicks. Sounds like all the Knicks fans disappeared like they always do. Because Knicks fans are usually in here flooding this chat and just whining. And I'm loving it. I'm loving the downfall, man. It's amazing. Anyway, man, shout out to everybody in the chat. You don't have to be a Sixers fan to subscribe. We just give you NBA coverage. We have fun. It's all love, man. Even with the Knicks fans, it's all love. We're just here talking ball, having a good time, and having some fun, man. 230 people in the chat. We're at 80 likes right now. We're still not at 100 yet. Can we get to 100 likes? That is the question. Can we get to 100 likes? Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. It is about that time. First of a back-to-back. Get active in the chat. The more interaction we have, the more fun it is. And the more comments we read out. If you want to become a channel member, get those priority comments. Hit that join button down below. Starting lineups, Andrew Nembhard, Aaron Nesmith, Johnny Furphy, Pascal Siakam, and Jay Huff. And for the Sixers, it is Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Kelly Oubre, Dominic Barlow, and Joel Embiid. No Paul George tonight. Once again, make sure you time up your stream with hours if you are watching the physical stream. Other than that, we will break it all down. Got some cool scoreboard things coming soon. Let's go, man. Let's have some fun. That's what we do here, man. We have fun. Pre-game, live game, post-game, every game. Pacers are going to win the tip-off. Cool J says we got a Pacers fan here. Haven't had one since our legendary playoff show. That was our best stream ever, man. 600,000 people in the show. Crazy. I do feel for the Pacers a bit, man, with their owner being cheap and not wanting to go out and invest in the team. Pretty much a lost season after going to the finals. Nembhard left it up a bit short. First one is off the mark. Pacers rocking the yellow school bus jerseys. Sixers rocking the blue jerseys. Here's Kelly Oubre driving downhill against Johnny Furphy. Goes right up and in. Johnny Furphy, former first-round pick out of Kansas, gets bullied by Kelly Oubre. Here's Siakam coming around a screen. He's going to find Nesmith. Nesmith dribble, drives downhill. Lost the ball, picked up by the Sixers. Here comes Tyrese Maxey. Second-time All-Star, first-time All-Star starter, Tyrese Maxey. Here's Oubre down the lane, goes right up and in. Kelly Oubre with a first 4 of the game. Red hair Kelly. Hopefully Kelly Oubre working himself back and getting back to his groove finally. Jay Huff, the pump fake, the drive, the kick to the corner. Furphy wide open from the corner, and he drills it. Furphy, 37% on the season from 3. Sixers lead it by 1. Here's VJ Edgecombe at the top. Only took 5 shot attempts last game. Very puzzling. VJ needs to get more involved. Here's VJ, the dribble, the drive, pull up, right hand mid-range, can't get it to go. Barlow fighting for the board, dumps to VJ. VJ up top to Joel. He pumps, he drives, crossover, pull up, Joel, got it! Sixers lead it 6-3. Nembhard the pick and roll to Siakam. Barlow sticking Siakam. Kicks out to Jay Huff. Jay Huff for 3. Off the back iron. Nembhard gets the rebound. Siakam. Nembhard from deep. And he hits. Second opportunity. Second chance points for the Indiana Pacers. Here's Maxey going to find Barlow. Barlow under the rim, goes up, missed it short, gets it back. Barlow turns, puts it up, and got it. And one. Yes, sir. Drop the ones in the chat, man. Let's go. I need everybody, man. Drop those ones. Guys, we need 8 more likes. Get us to 100 so we can hit the horn, wake up the neighbors, and get some energy pumping in this chat, man. If we have any Pacers fans in the chat, welcome. Thank you so much for being here and giving us another chance. I do really feel for you, man. Trust me, us Sixer fans went through it last year. You know, you try to do everything right and you just have a disaster season. But I will say the Pacers will come out better on the other side next season. Jay Huff drives and kicks. Here's Johnny Furphy. Dumps to Jay Huff. Jay Huff with the one-handed slamma-jamma. If you guys haven't checked out our last video podcast episode, I'm big on Jay Huff as a trade target for the Sixers. He's been mocked by a couple reporters as well. He's having a heck of a season, man. Maxey going to pull up a mid-range, left it a bit short. I looked up Jay Huff earlier today. Honestly, I forgot where he came from, like college-wise. Here's Neesmith, a wide-open trifecta. Can't get it to go off the back iron. Here come the Sixers. I'll talk more about Jay Huff in just a minute. Here's Kelly Oubre at the wing. Oubre going to find Joel Embiid. Joel from the nail puts up and hits. Sixers lead it by 2. Here's Jay Huff. Kicks over to Nembhard in the corner, guarded by VJ Edgecombe. Edgecombe guarding Nembhard tightly. Nembhard drives, steps back, hits, and one. What a shot. What a shot. Guys, we need 7 more likes, man. Come on. Come on, chat. I want y'all to get active, man. I want y'all to get into it. I don't care about the likes. I just want to push this show out to more people. I want to keep growing our family. I want to keep doing our thing, man. Let's go. Get us to 51K, man. So anyway, I looked up Jay Huff because if you remember, who remembers last year's live stream, Sixers and Grizzlies? I'll never forget this guy, Jay Huff, looking like he's freaking Klay Thompson in the corner. That's how I remember Jay Huff. I didn't know how old he was, you know, what school he came from, what he's done, until I started researching him in terms of a trade target. Oubre drives, goes up and in, and another bucket for Kelly. He's now got 6 points in this game. But anyway, Jay Huff has kind of made some nice progression over the last couple years. Step back 2 from Nembhard, hits it again. Nembhard's a tough player, man. He's really gritty. So is his brother. But anyway, Jay Huff, man, he's 27 years old, getting better each year. Joel, step back 2, knocks it through. He actually went to Virginia, and yeah, he was I think he was undrafted. I think it was back in 2019. Sorry, there's no stoppage right now, so I can't give my whole soliloquy here. But Siakam going to drive to the rim, goes up, got it off the window. Siakam's a heck of a player, too. But yeah, Jay Huff this year having a career season. Maxey going to find Joel Embiid. Joel up top finds Maxey. Maxey dribbling, driving, kicks back to Joel. The pump fake. Now backing down Nembhard from the perimeter. Joel turns, shoots off a foot. What a shot by Joel. Unbelievable. Siakam gets Barlow on the bite, and then Barlow recovers and steals it away. Barlow up the floor to Maxey. Here's Maxey trying to find Joel. Joel establishes positioning against Jay Huff. Siakam going to leak over. Joel puts up a 2. Knocks it through again. Joel Embiid is cooking, man. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh, dude. So as I'm praising Jay Huff, this guy Joel Embiid is absolutely taking him to school. Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, drop some blue and red in the chat and drop those yes sir emojis. We're going to hit that yes sir in just a second. But anyway, yeah, so Jay Huff back in, was it 2019? Might have been 20. No, it was 2021, my bad. 2021, he was undrafted. But anyway, he signed with the Lakers. He was with them for a little bit. Then he went to the Wizards for 7 games. And he went to the Nuggets for 20 games. Wasn't really doing much, but then last year took a nice leap with Memphis. And this year he's with the Pacers, and he's having a career year. 8.7 points a game, 3.8 boards. He's averaging 2.1 blocks per game, which is second in the NBA. And he is shooting 31.7% from 3. But last year he was at 40%. So definitely a willing, athletic big who can, stretch the floor a little bit, but also has that post-up game and can block shots. So I like him. He's only 27, just turned 28, actually. So, yeah. That's my spiel on Jay Huff. It's going to be interesting to see what the Sixers do with the trade deadline. I think I'm going to do a live stream. What is it, the 19th? Probably in like 2 weeks, I'm going to do a live show. Looking to maybe collab with a few people. It's been a while since we got other people on the show. But I would love to have like a little roundtable discussion on what the Sixers should do. I put out a post today. Should the Sixers be buyers or sellers? I'm just looking at, the entire Eastern Conference and the way this conference is shaping up. New York Knicks look like frauds. A couple other teams up and down. Celtics looking good, but, Jason Tatum might not play at all this season. So I just think the opportunity is there. I really do. And unfortunately, the Sixers have an owner who loves to duck the luxury tax. Anyway, I broke all this down in my last video, the financials and where they're at. So definitely check that out and give it a listen. I just feel like, they might try to duck the tax, and I really hope they don't. So anyway, drop the yes sirs, man. Drop the yes sirs. We'll hit the air horn in 1 second. Here's the dribble drive, floats it up and in for Walker. Drop the yes, sir, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake him up. Maxey to Joel. Joel finds Oubre, blocked under the rim. Here come the Indiana Pacers. Siakam with the ball. Barlow dives for it, rips it away, takes his lunch money. Oubre to Maxey. Maxey to two-handed flush. Let's go, man. 5:30 to go here in the first quarter, courtesy of the Maxey Slam. Sixers lead by 3. Siakam on the cut, misses the layup, gets his own board, lays it back in. Let's go, man. So it is former lottery pick Jarris Walker in the game. Ben Shepard in as well for Indiana. Maxey, a sidestep three, hits it, but it's not going to count as Joel Embiid was knocked to the floor. Maxey and Halliburton jawing near the bench. Looked like Embiid kind of had a few words there. I don't know if he really liked that. But anyway, if you're just tuning in, Joel is getting warmed up. I picked him to have 33 tonight. He might have 50 tonight, honestly. Here's Joel Embiid backing down Jay Huff. He turns, chucks it off 1 foot. Barlow from the corner of three. That one is short. Man, the Barlow jump shot is not getting any better, and it's a bit concerning. Walker misses the layup. Here come the 76ers. Barlow running up the floor, going one-on-one all the way. Scoops it up and in. Nice dribble drive and a bucket for Dominic Barlow. Sixers lead it by 3, 22-19. Siakam turns, spins. Siakam chucking. Here's Andrew Nembhard. Nembhard going to find Siakam. Siakam for 3, drills it. We're all knotted at 22. We have 300 people in the chat, 120 likes. Get us to 200, man. Thank you so much for being here. Trivia coming up at the end of the first. Oubre, the dribble, drive, lay, and left it a little bit long. Here come the Pacers. Siakam to the corner. Nembhard, one dribble pull up. Can't get it to go. Boarded by Maxey. Sixers up the floor. Barlow all the way. Lays it up and in against Siakam. Dude, I cannot get the vision of Matisse Thybulle out of my head when I look at Dominic Barlow now. It looks like an oversized Matisse Thybulle. Edgecombe going to foul Siakam to the rim. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, 315 people in here. Please hit the like button. Get us to 200 likes. We do this every game. This is our Sixers Game Day live show presented by National University. We are powered by the Sleeper app. Thank you to everybody that makes this happen. I know our scoreboard is a little bit ahead sometimes, but trust me, based on what we're building right now, it is all going to be worth it. We are going to take this to the next level, man. I need every one of you to help take this to the next level. I need y'all to follow us on all social platforms. If you guys weren't here earlier, we are hitting milestones. TikTok, we had 3 videos go over 1 million views this week. We are blowing up over there. Hit us up on TikTok. Hit us up on IG. Hit us up on Facebook, man. Like, follow us everywhere. Help us take over. Quentin Grimes is in for the Sixers. Jabari Walker is in for the Sixers. Adem Bona gets the nod for the Sixers. So once again, no Andre Drummond. And in for the Pacers is my guy, TJ McConnell. TJ McConnell is in for the first time. Shout out to TJ, played his butt off in the finals. And Isaiah Jackson, number 22, in for the Pacers. Here's Maxey, the dribble, the drive, floats up one hand, got it to go. Sixers lead it by 2. Ball went out of bounds. They called a foul on Quentin Grimes. They called a foul on Quentin Grimes. .3:15 to go here in the first quarter. Jackson looking to inbound. He finds TJ McConnell. McConnell guarded by Kelly Oubre. Coming around a screen. Pacers shooting 60% from the field right now. Sixers at 68. Here's a 3 from Nesmith. That one left a bit short. Rebounded by Maxey. Maxey brings down the floor. Quick pull-up 3 and hits. All-star starter Tyrese Maxey with his first triple of the game. McConnell, the mid-range, hits it off balance. Man, I'll be honest. I don't get tired of seeing that little Tyrese, or not Tyrese Maxey, TJ McConnell, quick 5-foot pull-up shot. For those who don't remember, way back, right, when we were watching the 2015 Sixers and they couldn't win a game, McConnell's going out there, trying to steal every inbounds play. That's when I really fell in love with TJ McConnell, man. We're talking about a team that was like 2-40, and McConnell's diving on the floor, trying to steal inbounds and hustling every play for 5 fans in the stands. Love that guy, man. Love that guy. But if you remember, man, TJ could not shoot the basketball. He's the son of a coach, and he could not shoot the basketball. But he really perfected that little mid-range shot, and he shoots it right at the top, right at the peak of his jump shot, which is how you should shoot a basketball. He's very mechanical because of his father, who, like I said, was his college coach, I believe, or maybe high school, one of them. But yeah, shout out to TJ, man. Shout out to TJ. Dom says, I bet that's how you play out there like TJ. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Listen, man, I'm not the most gifted player. I'm not an NBA all-star, But one thing I do, and one thing I would advise everybody to do with whatever sport you play, give it all you have, man. That's what makes me love some of these Philly athletes, man. You think about the Chase Utleys of the world, think about the Brian Dawkins of the world, the TJ McConnells, whoever it is, man. Even some of the guys that are not that talented, not that gifted, right? But they give it 120%, and Philly fans feed off of that. You guys, if you've never been to a Philly game or the Philly environment, it's hard for me to explain. It's hard for me to understand in the way that you understand, or for you to understand the way that I understand. But those little things, man, they do not go unnoticed with Philadelphia. And TJ McConnell is a perfect example of that. Now, TJ McConnell has formed himself into one of the best backup guards in the NBA, and he put it on full display last year in the playoffs. He was phenomenal. But it all started, and he said it on a podcast, I believe it was last year. He said, the only reason I'm still in the NBA is because of my hustle, is because of the way I approach the game. So, anyway. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. 330 people in here. We are almost halfway to 200 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. Welcome into the channel. Sixers are 14 of 20 from the field right now. They are knocking down shots against the Pacers defense that is 20th in defensive rating. There's McConnell again. He pokes it away, but they call a late whistle. Might have gotten bailed out there by the ref, but like I said, McConnell's everywhere. He is everywhere, man. Let's go give a check over on the Knicks game. Let's see what the score is now. When I stopped watching, they were down 20. Knicks are down by 16 with 2 minutes to go. Ladies and gentlemen, drop some L's in the chat for the New York Knicks. Their season is over. I'm declaring it. Can you guys believe we are halfway into the season, man? Trendon Watford in for the first time. He gets fouled. So a very interesting lineup here from Nick Nurse. He's going with Maxey, Grimes, Walker, Watford, and Bona. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. We got Mo in the chat, channel member. Cable in the chat. What's up, Cable? Busy B, what's good? Shout out to our members and our mods. Thank you so much for being here. All right, here's what I want to know next in the chat. If you guys are rocking with this style of content, if you're rocking with the Game Day live show community, I want you to drop a fire emoji in the chat. I want to know who's really rocking with us, man, or who's just here to be here. Like, I want to know who's really tapped in with us, man. I want to give some shout outs to our best viewers. I always try to show love to the people that are showing love to the community, man. Maxey pokes it away from McConnell. Didn't see it coming. Goes all the way. One-handed jam for Tyrese Maxey. Dude, let's go, man. Now Grimes is going to bully it away from McConnell. And then he gives it right back to McConnell. Read the pass like a book. 3-ball off the window. No good. Pacers get the second chance and they throw it away again. Picked up by Walker. Now Watford. Watford dribble drive up the floor. Grimes for three. Missed. Here's the dribble. Off balance shot. McConnell gets it to go. Sixers just fumbled two easy breakaway opportunities on the fast break. Maxey against Furphy. 1 minute to go here in the first. Maxey going to dribble, drive, floated up, and it hung on the rim but did not go. So once again, Pacers bench lineup getting it going. McConnell all the way and just absolutely cooks Quentin Grimes. I just can't get enough of TJ McConnell, man. I cannot get enough of TJ McConnell. I'm sorry. I know every time these teams play, it's like I'm just riding TJ McConnell, but he's just such a good player, man. Watford dribbles, drives, lays it up, missed it, gets it back, misses again. Grimes now with a third opportunity. Lost it. McConnell all over him again. Maxey has it now. 5 on the shot clock. Maxey the left hand, the dribble, the drive, the step back. Maxey off 1 foot, just missed it. Sixers get the rebound again, and now they're going to hold for 1. Shot clock unplugged. Watford going to find Maxey. Maxey against Neesmith. Dribbles, drives to the rim. And he is fouled with 5.8 on the game clock. So it'll be Maxey as the Sixers are in the bonus, going to the line for 2. All right, let's give some shout-outs in the chat. Kandisha in here. Clint, what's going on? Thank you for being here, man. Ben, what's good? Throwing Knives with the fire. Pure Philly with the fire. Dom with the fire. Scum, what's going on, bro? Shin, Aries, Mark, AG. First one good at the line for Maxey. Ant, what's good? Angry Bird, William. Your coverage has become a staple in my household. We listen during dinner as a family. That's amazing. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. All right, guys, no spamming in the chat, please. No more spamming in the chat. We're good. We're good. Maxey going to knock down the free throws. 4 seconds to go. Up the floor to McConnell. McConnell drives, step back, mid-range. Couldn't get it at the buzzer. Bona pumping his fist, having some words with McConnell. I love it. Fierce competitiveness. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of the first quarter. That means it is time for our daily Sixers Scholars Trivia. Presented by National University. If you get the question correct, you will hear that sound. Only one person gets it right. First person to get it in the chat correctly, no more than one guess, or else you will be banned from Sixers Trivia. Whoever gets the most right at the end of the season wins a prize. We have a very tight trivia race, so every question matters. I'm going to say the question first, and then I will put it in the chat. All right, here we go. The Sixers Scholars Trivia question presented by National University. Here's the question. Tyrese Maxey was named to his second All-Star game today. The question is, including both the 76ers and their predecessor Syracuse Nationals, how many players in franchise history have made the All-Star game without going over? It's better to get a guess in than to take time and wait. How many players in franchise history have made an All-Star game? That is the question, including the 76ers and their predecessor, the Syracuse Nationals. Speaking of National, make sure you check out National University and all their great flexible online curriculums and all of their new scholarship offerings for the new year. Check them out. Appreciate them partnering with the show. Someone said I threw a random number. Yeah, it is one of those questions where you might just have to throw a rando and hope it sticks and hope you don't go over. I'm going to give you 30 more seconds. If nobody gets it, then I'm going to call time, and whoever gets it without going over. Let's see if anybody got it yet. By the way, I will say this. If you looked it up, you have the wrong answer. Because I tried to look it up myself, and the online answer was incorrect. I had to go digging deep for this one. 10 more seconds. Don't think anybody has it so far. All right, time. That is it. I will check the chat at our next stoppage, and we'll see if anybody got it. BJ going to turn, spin, find Watford. Watford into the rim, goes up, left it short. Pacers have the board. See, this is why you guys can't start looking up answers, man. Even the internet doesn't know the correct answer. Neesmith is fouled. All right, let's see if anybody got it, man. Let's see. No. We do have a correct answer. We do have a correct answer. One person in the chat has it correct. Here is Jarris Walker. Going to find TJ McConnell. McConnell guarded by Quentin Grimes. McConnell going to find Isaiah Jackson. Jackson going to step back. And nice defense by Bona. It's a shot clock violation. All right, let me make sure this person did not guess more than one time. Let me make sure they did not guess more than one time. All right, nope, we do have an answer. The correct answer goes to IDKDIII. And the correct answer is 34. DJ Edgecombe step back three, airballed it. Bona couldn't save it. IDK with his first trivia win of the season. Congratulations, man. Tough question. Even the internet didn't know the correct answer. Like I said, had to go digging it up. Drop some love in the chat, man. Good stuff on the trivia, man. A lot of good answers. 34 is the correct answer. And the Sixers have had, I believe it's 112 total All-Star selections between all of their All-Stars. It is funny that the person that got it, their name is IDK, but yeah, man, 34 All-Stars. Here's a three ball from Walker. Can't get it to go. Neesmith tried to tap it in, now picks it up. Here are the Pacers again. TJ McConnell going to find Walker. I'm sorry, Neesmith, and he traveled. A lot of close answers, though, man. A lot of close answers. Let's go put our guy IDK in on the leaderboard tracker, and then we'll give an update here on the score. By the way, Pacers have 9 turnovers in this game. Sixers have scored 8 off the 9 turnovers. Grimes right to the rim after splitting the defense. What a bucket by Quentin Grimes. What a shot. Here's the dribble drive. Neesmith pull up mid-range. Bang. Easy one there. Grimes going all the way again. This time he lost it off the kneecap. What do you guys think about Quentin Grimes? Honest opinions. He's been pretty inconsistent ever since that first 8-game stretch of the season. I thought the Sixers were going to have 6th man of the year, Quentin Grimes, and then he just kind of fell off, man, which has been odd, especially in a contract year. He does have a no trade clause, but I was thinking about this the other day. What if Quentin Grimes wants to be traded? What if he wants to go to a bad team to get more minutes and then, try to get a big contract? Siakam kicks it back to Neesmith. Dribble drive, kicks it out. Neesmith blocked on the perimeter. Wait, who is that? Oh, Quentin Jackson. There's a Dem Bona slamming one down. He's screaming to the crowd. I'm sorry, man. And look, We got a timeout on the floor. Maybe this is an unpopular opinion, but I don't need all this screaming and like rah-rah against a team like this. Maybe that's just my opinion, but like go out and just beat this team down, man. Edgecombe, Bona, nice alley-oop, but like let's just get the win, bro. I don't care about all the rah-rah. I just want to get a dominant win, especially with a game tomorrow. Grimes is such a confusing player. Yeah, I agree. Very confusing. Very confusing. I mean, if the Sixers could get what they want out of Grimes and McCain, I mean, this rotation would be perfect. But some of the names that I put on my trade tracker, my trade target list, are guards that I think could provide a nice spark off the bench. I just think the Sixers need a punch off the bench, man. And Grimes and McCain are not giving it to them consistently, if I'm being honest. Just being honest, man. I do think the backup center thing's going to be weird. You know, it's starting to look more and more like Drummond could be a trade target just to kind of duck the tax. But also, you know, I feel like Bona hasn't really taken that next step, you know? Like it feels like he's trying to get there, but now they're giving him more consistent run, so who knows? Donald says Grimes, a bench player, anything above 15 mil is a mistake. I'm starting to wonder again whether or not Grimes could waive his no trade clause and be like, yeah, send me to whatever team, the Pacers or whatever, you know, so I can get a bunch of minutes and look good and get a big contract. I'm just saying. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's play a fun game we like to play here in our second quarter. It is called Drop the Spot. I want y'all to drop it like it's hot. Let me know where everybody is tuning in from tonight, listening to the 76ers Game Day Live show. We do this every single game, man. We do it every game. We have built a special community of pregame, live game, and, post-game coverage. We give you all the coverage in real time, give you all the analysis. Maybe you missed the pregame. You can tap back in, watch it later on. Man, we give you the coverage from the fan level, and we break it down. We've done some pretty cool things with this platform, but it is all because of you, and we are worldwide, man. So let me know where everybody is tuning in from. We have Maryland in the chat, Langhorne, PA, Canada in the building, Atlanta in the building, Cornwall in the building, Swarthmore, PA, Seattle in the building, South Jersey, Upper Darby, Newark, Delaware, Connecticut in the building, Dubai, Newcastle County, Bronx in the building. Keep dropping them, man. Nemhard a step back too, and upon his return into the game, knocks down another shot. Nemhard is tough to put away for the Sixers. Barlow is back in, and so is VJ Edgecombe. So now it's going to be VJ running the second unit. Maxey and Embiid both on the bench. Grimes for three. He airballed it. Northeast Philly in the building. BK in the building. Gregory in the building. I think that's his name, not his location, but it's all good. 3-ball from Jackson, and Quentin Jackson gets it to go. North Carolina in the building. North Philly, Mount Laurel, NJ in the building. Phoenix, Arizona in the building. Here is Quentin Grimes. Grimes going to chuck a three this time. It's in and out. Boy, not a good start for Quentin Grimes, man. Southwest Detroit in the building. Alabama in the building. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Appreciate y'all. 3-ball from Nemhard. That one is short. Picked up by the 76ers. We are tied at 37. Barlow takes it, drives, turns, spins, puts it up, and he is fouled. Any more, drop them in the chat, and thank you for dropping it like it's hot. Sixers just got to take advantage of this game, man. I don't like Maxey and Embiid not being on the floor at the same time either. At least stagger, man. First one good at the line for Dominic Barlow. Shout out to Philly in the building. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Drop some fires in the chat for Dominic Boyle. Not Dominic Barlow, Dom Boyle. Smooth says, like and subbed. I'm a Pacers fan. I really like the Philly squad. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. All Pacers fans, welcome. You don't have to be a Philly fan to be a sub here. We appreciate all of you, man. We do this for other streams as well. We streamed most of the Pacers games in the finals. Well, actually, we did all the finals games last year, but we did other playoff games as well. We're going to be streaming every day of the playoffs this year. So make sure you stay tuned in. Here are the Pacers. Siakam backing down Oubre. Finds Tony Bradley in for the first time. Another former 76er. Who remembers the Tony Bradley days, man? Shout out Tony Bradley. We thought this guy was going to be a weapon, man. Here's Joel Embiid back in the game. Puts up the mid-range. Can't get it to go against Bradley. 6:50 to play here in the second. The crossover, the drive. Quentin Jackson had it stuffed by VJ Edgecombe. It goes out of bounds, and it stays with the Indiana Pacers. Quentin Jackson, number 29 for the Pacers, third season out of Texas A&M. I believe he was drafted by the Wizards. He's on a two-way contract with the Indiana Pacers, 27 years old. Here's Siakam, turns, fades, gets it to go, and the Pacers have the lead. Yeah, Quentin Jackson, undrafted in 2022, signed with the Wizards, played there for a season, now over here with the Pacers, averaging 7.6 points a game, 35% from the three. Here's Maxey, spins off a defender, puts up the baseline J, can't get it to go. Here come the Indiana Pacers, leading by 3. It is Nembhard, crossover, drive, downhill, puts it up, fadeaway, got it again. So this is what I'm talking about, man. I don't want all the rah-rah bull crap tonight. I just want to win the game. Pacers are on a 13-3 run, and the Sixers look discombobulated right now. Edgecombe at the top, trying to get free. He cannot. Sixers going ISO heavy here. Maxey behind the back, step back three, can't get it to go again. And Barlow fighting for the rebound, takes it away from Siakam. VJ steps into a three, left it short again. 76ers are not playing smart basketball right now, man. Siakam drives, finds Bradley, lays it up and in, and it's a 15-3 run for the Pacers. So it is a 15-3 run, and the Pacers lead it by 7. Ladies and gentlemen, drop one word in the chat right now. Let me know how you're feeling, man. Hit the like button, get us to 200 likes, man. I'm getting annoyed with this team right now. Let's take a quick break, and let's give a huge, huge shout out to the ones that make it possible for all of us for the production of this show. It is National University. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking to go back to school and you want to get that next degree, you want to level up in your career, you want to take that leap like Tyrese Maxey did this year to become an all-star starter, well, NU is perfect for you. Instead of having to go in person to school, you can take online classes from the comfort of anywhere, of your own home, of your own couch. Quick 4 and 8 week courses that help you balance work life and school. You get to start sooner and finish faster. With National University being one of the largest nonprofit accredited universities in the U.S., you can live your life and achieve your goals. They have over 50,000 plus students, 150 plus degree programs, and a 50-year history of innovative learning and support models for working and non-traditional students. You get to balance with whatever you have going on, whether you're raising a family or working 2 jobs, whatever it is. National University makes all the resources accessible to you, from academic to career guidance to virtual mental health counseling. Whatever you need, they are there to provide. Check out National University They are offering a new scholarship right now called the Year of You Scholarship that grants students up to $6,000 annually towards a bachelor's or a master's degree. New year, new goals. Shout out to National University. Check them out and all their curriculums down below. Link is in the description and in the live chat. Proud partner of Philly Take with RB. Speaking of school, man, the Sixers are getting schooled right now. Sixers need to go to National University, man. I don't understand what Nick Nurse did with that bench lineup in the first quarter. It made no sense to me. He went Jabari Walker, Trendon Watford, Adem Bona, DJ Edgecombe, and Quentin Grimes. I don't understand why he went with that 5 personally. Sixers are getting obliterated against an undermanned team. By the way, no Benedict Mathurin in this game. And the Sixers still can't beat this team right now. They were making us buy back in. Come on, they got to pick it up now. Joel working against Tony Bradley, turns, puts it up, left it short again. Here come the Indiana Pacers. Siakam bringing it down the floor, drives all the way against Barlow, high off the window, can't get it to go, and nobody tracks down the rebound. Once again, the other team playing harder than the Sixers. Nembhard just put Barlow on skates. Here's Ben Shepherd. Nembhard again. He's going to turn, spin, go underhand with it. Missed everything. Shot clock violation. Good defense. You know who else is sleeping, man? The chat. 400 people in here. Get us to 200 likes, man. And wake up, chat. Let's go. Drop some fires in here. We got to get some energy going. I'm going to start telling the whole team they stink. I'm going to start telling the entire team they stink, and then they'll finally start playing well. Maxey coming around in a beat screen. He's going to dribble, kick the VJ. Maxey now Joel. Joel behind the back. Why is nobody getting in the paint, man? Oubre going to pull a contested 3. Knocks it down. Let's go. Let's go, man. I'll start talking smack to the whole team. Yo, wide open 3. Bro. Oubre and Joel just butted heads and nobody went out to guard the 3. Oh my gosh, man. Talk about defensive miscommunication. Sixers are 3 of 14 in the quarter. Maxey gets it plucked away. Here come the Pacers 2-on-1. And Tony Bradley yams it down the other end. And all of a sudden, it's a 9-point game. I told you guys, the Pacers still have guys. They just forced the turnover on VJ Edgecombe. I told y'all in the pregame show that the Pacers still have guys that can win a basketball game. Even without Halliburton and Mathurin. They're going to make me frustrated. I don't want to be frustrated at this point. We are at the halfway point of the season. And we're on the first of a back-to-back. And the Sixers are struggling against the Pacers? Are you kidding me? Here's Nembhard around a screen. Ball pucked away. Joel up the floor. Maxey's wide open. Wide open dunk. Third of the game for Maxey. Let's go. Let's go. 7-point lead for the Pacers. Jackson to Siakam. Siakam against Barlow. 1-on-1. Drives, turns, steps back. Jackson around a screen. Jackson dribbles in, kicks out. Wide open 3 from Shepherd. And he hits. Why are we leaving guys open on every possession? Joel finds Oubre in the dunker spot, lays it up, missed it. Can't get a rebound. Barlow fouled. This is ridiculous, man. It really is. Pacers have the worst offense in the NBA. Yes, sir. First one good at the line for Barlow. They have the worst offense in the NBA. I just said this before the game. There's no way you're letting this happen right now. There's no way, bro. Rob with the $10 super chat. Thank you so much, man. We'll read it here in a second, Rob. Appreciate you, man. Show Rob some love. Siakam coming around the screen, drives downhill, turns and kicks. Siakam, fade away. Hits it again. Combination of Embiid and Maxey is deficient. Too small and too slow. I like VJ, but we still have a small backcourt without a lengthy front line to support it. Interesting. So you're saying we need more length or more athleticism, maybe? I mean, Paul George isn't playing tonight. Who knows if he would make a difference, but yeah, Barlow's definitely quieted down a little bit in the last couple weeks. And the Sixers defense is really struggling. Honestly, tonight it's been more the guards, in my opinion, than Joel. Like, I feel like every guard for the Pacers, whether it's Nembhard or this guy Quentin Jackson, who has how many points? 6. McConnell, like everybody's just penetrating the paint easily and living in that 5 to 10 foot area. It's something that Joel has struggled with before too, like being able to switch and rotate. But they're just cooking the Sixers' point of attack right now. It's one-on-ones, man. Everybody's getting cooked. I don't know who to blame specifically. I just think overall the defense, I mean, that's why I question the fact that they're, what are they, like 12th in defensive rating, I think? It just doesn't make sense to me based on how bad they've looked at times. Here's Quentin Jackson, drives into the paint, kicks it out. That one was plucked by VJ, kicked it out of bounds. What I noticed too is that the Sixers always bring that weak side help and they leave a shooter wide open in the corner. I don't know how Nick Nurse has not corrected this yet. I feel like they do it every single game, man. Here's a wide open 3 from the Pacers. This time they missed it. Joel the rebound. I do think Joel's limitations, mobility-wise, could hurt the team, though, defensively. Like, he's got to be able to move around, and last couple games, he hasn't moved much from the paint. VJ on the floor fighting for it. Refs are going to blow the whistle. I think they called a jump ball. Pure Philly Pain says, what happened to the Sixers team I loved? Mental health, RB, we need therapy merch. Yo, Alan, we got therapy merch on the website, bro. Sixers therapy merch on phillytakewithrb.com, man. I just hate the fact that, like, you have these teams, like, for example, I watched the Cavs get obliterated today. The Knicks lost. Like, this is your chance to make it easy on yourself and to come out and win an easy game and gain some ground. It's just pissing me off, man. Like, I understand that the season has a lot of ups and downs, but every time the Sixers have been about like 4 or 5 games above 500, instead of winning a couple easy games, they always go the other way. They always go the other way, and they just cough up a couple games they should win. 1:10 to go here in the first half. Nembhard at the top against Maxey. Blows by him again, kicks it back out. Quentin Jackson down low. Tony Bradley against Embiid, hooks one up. Not even close. 7-point lead for the Pacers. 50 seconds to go. Here's Kelly Oubre. Steps back, finds Joel. I feel like they're not running a lot of offense again this game. Joel puts up the mid-range, no good. Like, what happened to the Sixers flying around the floor? Here's Maxey with the steal, goes up. They're going to call a goaltend. Good heads-up play by Maxey. Like, what happened to the team that was, like, using everybody? Let's go. And once again, VJ Edgecombe only has 3 shots in this game. Why does VJ Edgecombe only have 3 shots? He only had 5 shots all of last game. The guy was getting to a point where he was putting up 20 a game. So why is he not getting any of the offense? I don't get it. Why are they not scheming open looks for VJ? Siakam stepped back, fouled on the floor. He made the bucket. It's not going to count. It's going to the line for 2. $5 super chat, Philly for life. What's good, bro? He says, sorry I'm late, y'all. How are we doing? Wow, we should be winning this game. Why do we always got to make these kind of games harder than they need to be? It's the Sixers way, man. They did it the last couple games, and now they're kind of back in this rut where they always play down to competition, man. They always play down to comp. They can't just come out and put their foot on a team. It's just annoying, man. This is a game that should be easily winnable. E. Smith lost it out of bounds. Good defense by the Sixers. 5-point game. Good way to close the gap a little bit.
Let's go.
Come on, Sixers. $5 super chat. Rob, again. Rob, thank you so much, man. He says, you're spot on. If Embiid's man is a stretch or athletic, there is essentially an unguarded man on the pick and roll as he stands there in the paint. Yep, exactly, man. They got to play drop coverage because Joel is not mobile enough to really move around. He was looking a bit mobile, but a lot of his block shots were coming at the rim. So now I think teams are taking advantage of that, man. I think they're just living in that mid-range area because they know once they set one screen, Joel's not going to really step up. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. VJ with the rock, guarded by Jackson. VJ against Nembhard. He goes through the legs, crossover, 2. Step back, VJ left it short. VJ Edgecombe 0 of 4 in the first half. Not good. Not good. Michael Noel, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. He says half the team is under 6'5". Maxey, McCain, Grimes, Edgecombe, Gordon, and Lowry. Yeah, I mean, well, Gordon and Lowry don't count, but the other 4, yeah, I mean, that's what we knew when they drafted these guys and picked them up. And I think they're trying to emulate that OKC style in a way, but the whole team has to be on the same wavelength, you know? The Sixers play half slow, half fast, so it's hard to kind of find that dynamic when you have 2 slow guys that are 30 plus, and then you have 4 fast players that are, you know, mid-20s or under. So they have to figure it out, man. Have to figure it out, but a pretty underwhelming first half as we are here at the Halftime Live Show. First off, we did hit 200 likes. Drop the yes, sirs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake them up. Shout out to the chat. I am going to wake them up, especially if the Sixers can't come back to win this game. I am going to wake them up. Now, I did say in my pregame prediction, to be fair, I said this game would be close for 2 quarters, 3 quarters. Then the Sixers would do their thing. I'm just not happy with the way that they are playing right now. They're playing down to competition. They're not playing any defense. They just let up 55 points, by the way, to the worst offense in the NBA right now. Ladies and gentlemen, you know what time it is, man. Drop one word in the chat right now. One word in the chat. One word in the chat. How do we feel about this game, man? Sum it up in one word. Give me one word in the chat. Let me know how you are feeling. Welcome on in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate y'all, man. We still bring the energy no matter what. We give you this coverage every single game. Sixers in a rut right now. They got to wake up. They have to wake up and get this W. Yeah, Busy. Feel free to get people out like that. You know, we don't need that here, man. We don't need that here. Be respectful in the chat. Yeah, I guess my word of the game is probably what I just said. Underwhelming, I guess, you know. Slacking. That's how I feel about this game. 76ers are getting owned by a team that has the worst offensive rating in the NBA. No Benedict Mathurin tonight. Obviously, no Halliburton. And It's really just all the young, or not young, but just quick guards for the Pacers who are just living in that mid-range area. And once again, the Sixers are giving a wide open three on the crash and kick. So honestly, man, and also, what was the point of bringing Jared McCain back to the team today if he's not going to play? Jared McCain was recalled today from the Bluecoats and has not logged a single minute yet. So very questionable lineups by Nick Nurse. He brought Maxey and Embiid out at the same time in the first quarter. He brought in Edgecombe, Grimes, Walker, Watford together, and Bona. I don't know about that lineup. Nurse is kind of doing this weird thing again where, you know, he's putting all bench lineups in, and he's a little confusing right now. He is. But I will reserve the rest of my judgments until the end of the game, till we get to the post-game show. Every game we go live right after, right on this stream. You don't have to go anywhere, by the way. We give you all 3 shows, pregame, live game, postgame, all into this same 4-hour stream. So we will continue to talk about it. Give me one word in the chat to describe this game. Let's see, drained. Yeah, it's a great word. Drained. Predictable. Expected. What else? Languorous. Don't even know what that means. Displeasurous. Infuriating. Yeah, typical. I think it's a good word, man. A lot of frustrations boiling. I don't blame you guys, man. I don't blame you. This is frustrating. $2 Super Chat Philly for Life says they have 24 bench points and we have 4 all bad RB. Yeah, I don't want to just pin this game on one player either, but Quentin Grimes is really starting to be a concern, man. Grimes missed about 4 wide open shots. He's 1 of 5 from the field, 0 of 3 from long range. Sixers were very one-dimensional. And you know what's crazy to me, man? Joel Embiid had 10 points in the first, 4 minutes of the game, 5 minutes? Didn't score a single point after that. You have to question what's going on here. Edgecombe only had 4 shots in the first half. Not good. But anyway, man, good words. We'll look at a few more stats on the other side, and we'll talk about what the 76ers need to do. But it is officially halftime, so we got to go give a little check over on our sleeper picks, see if they're cooking or not. Shout out to Big Sleeper. Once again, download the app. Use our code PhillyTake when you sign up. Get a 100% match up to $100 on your first deposit. All right, let's see what we got over here. Cooking on the Sleeper app. We had Joel Embiid over 27.5. Looked like he was going to hit that right away. He's currently sitting at 10. We had Maxey over 6.5 assists. He's sitting at 2. By the way, Maxey has 4 steals again in this game. Just an unbelievable defensive leap from Maxey this season. What else? VJ over 1.5 steals. He has 0. And J Huff over 4.5 boards. He has 1. So right now, it looks like we're striking out on Sleeper. But if you think you can do better than me and you can outpick me, go ahead and check them out. You can do a ton of live game odds over on Sleeper. Just download, sign up. You can even get a free $20 entry right now on Sleeper by just downloading the app. We will check back on the post game. But shout out to Sleeper. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. Operational in over 25 states. Check out Sleeper today. And don't sleep on the game. Don't sleep on the game like the 76ers are right now. They are clearly sleeping on the game right now. Let's take a look at some team stats before we take a halftime break. Sixers are down by 5. They're shooting 2 of 10 from 3. They're at 20%, which is horrendous. Pacers are at 43%. Now, it does make me feel a little bit better that the Sixers are shooting so badly, but are only down by 5. Here's what's very concerning to me, though. They're getting out-rebounded by 10. That cannot happen from a game where Joel Embiid is playing. Like, I'm really surprised Joel did play tonight, but he is not rebounding the ball well like he was the first couple games back. I mean, who's really rebounding in this game? Let's go look at the box score again. Like, who really is it tonight? Like, I don't understand how you're getting out rebounded by 10. Dominic Barlow has 5 rebounds. Joel has 3. Aaron Nesmith, 9 rebounds? Like, how do you let that happen? Yeah, the Pacers bench is just doing their thing, man. But anyway, Sixers getting out-rebounded. They're getting out-hustled. They're not playing point-of-attack defense. I mean, the Pacers have 13 turnovers. Sixers only have 3. Once again, the Sixers are taking care of the basketball, but they cannot capitalize. They have 17 points off of 13 turnovers. A lot of their buckets have come with a quick steal and a breakaway slam. But in terms of the half-court offense, right now it is the Pacers that look more structured, more composed. They have a game plan. And the game plan, to be honest, is attacking that 5 to 10 foot area every time down the floor. Literally one quick ball screen, one dish, Nesmith or Nembhard, whoever it is, quick dribble drive, and they try to switch onto the big, and either Maxey or VJ get blown off the ball, or Joel doesn't come up to guard. And it results in a wide open floater or a wide open, 6-foot shot. Maybe you look at Andre Drummond in the second half, like where the hell's he been? Jared McCain, can he give you a spark? I mean, here's what I'll say, man. I don't want to overreact at one half, all right? Trying to take a level approach here. But I'm very mad at how last game ended. And if the 76ers want us to believe whatsoever, they're going to come out in the second half. They're not going to worry about their third quarter woes, and they're going to kick some butt. And Nick Nurse has to have better rotations. He cannot take Maxey and Embiid both off the floor, especially in a game where Paul George is not playing. Like, you got to be accurate here. You can't go by the textbook in the second half. You have to go by whatever works. And the Sixers just need to be more physical, man. There's no reason Tony Bradley should be coming in the game getting buckets, or, McConnell, even on a block shot, he goes up to the Sixers bench and they're kind of roughing up the Sixers in their own building. The Pacers are 2-17 on the road. And they're roughing you up right now? Like, come on, bro. I want to see an identity, man. I feel like I saw a lot of one-dimensional, dump it into Joe. Then it would be Maxey on an ISO. Like, let's get everything kind of oiled up again and get all the parts moving at the same time. All right, that's all I got in the first half. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Game Day Live show. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I appreciate y'all, man. Thanks so much for being here. We got the rest of the game to go. We got the post-game show. We're going to break it all down right here. Do not go anywhere. Best Game Day Live show community in the entire world. $2 Super Chat Philly for Life says, Bona played RB. Nurse rotations have been abysmal. Yeah, Bona got the backup 5 minutes. He played 8 minutes, had 2 points, 1 rebound, and 2 blocks. Andre Drummond has not played, I think, in 4 games now. So we'll see, man. Philly for Life, thank you, man. And shout out to the chat. We will be right back. Do not go anywhere. I want to know from you in the comments right now, yes or no, will the 76ers come back to win this game? Will the 76ers win this game? Yes or no? I want a yes or a no. $2 Super Chat Philly for Life, saying it for months, no with ISO ball team basketball. I agree. And listen, man, the Sixers were doing it for like 5, 6 games, 7 games. Joel was looking fantastic. Now they're kind of getting back to, your turn, my turn. Like, it just does not look in sync. That's my thought. Hopefully they find a way to win this game. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry we missed about 30 seconds of game time. Nothing happened, though, anyway, so we didn't miss much. Guess these half times are quick today because of all the games on for the holiday. Joel Embiid pull up mid-range, can't get it to go. My fault, everybody. Here's the dribble, the drive, and now Siakam is fouled. Welcome into the 76ers Game Day live show. I am RB. This is Philly Take with RB. We do it every single game. So VJ Edgecombe was fouled 10 seconds into the half. He went 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Now the Pacers are at the line. Siakam for 2. My bad, guys. My bad. Hope y'all are having a good day, though, man. Mark says, please win on my birthday. Happy birthday, Mark. Siakam going to miss the second one as well. So he goes 0 of 2 at the free throw line. The fans are happy for Chick-fil-A. I don't care about Chick-fil-A. I want to win. Kelly Oubre for 3. That one is short. Come on, man. Wake up. Nembhard around the screen. Kicks back to Jay Huff. Jay Huff for 3. Cha-ching. Sixers down by 7.
I mean, listen, we talking about practice. Not a game. We talking about practice.
Joel Embiid, the pump fake. He puts it up mid-range. Missed it again. We talking about practice, not a game. We literally do need practice. Neesmith for 3. Short. Huff the rebound. Barlow takes it away. Here comes Tyrese Maxey. Maxey crossover. Dribble. Drive to the lane. Missed the layup. Barlow taps it in. We got a 50 bomb from Philly for life. Let's go! Show my guys some love in the chat. Neesmith dribble drive. Tried to yam it down. He missed a dunk. He missed a wide open dunk. VJ kicks. Oubre wide open 3. Cha-ching!
He's on fire!
He's on fire! Drop the MVPs in the chat, man. I want to know who the MVPs are. Next 30 seconds, man. Let's see who can comment the most. Philly for life is an MVP, man. Show him some love, man. Shout out to my guy, man. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Philly for life, $50 super chat. He says, had to get my get back. Been away for 2 weeks for work. Made games where I could, but I'm back full now. Shout out to the best stream and fans in the nation. Philly Take with RB to the moon, baby. Let's go. He says it's VJ time. Let's go, youngin. Shout out Philly, man. Standing ovation for that one, man. Because he said to the moon. My favorite part is that you said to the moon, man. That's what I'm trying to build, man. I'm trying to take this vision and I'm trying to take it to the moon, bro. I need all of your help to do that. Shout out to you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Drop some fires in the chat for my guy. Let's go, man. Shout out Busy B in the chat. Karen, I see in the chat. The names are lighting up. Shout out to my members. I love y'all, man. Don Boyle, what's good, bro? Always rocking with us. Scum in the chat. Marsha, Philly for life. No AJ tonight? This is AJ's time to shine, man. I guess he went to bed or something. Neighbors are starting to get pissed off now. I can hear them. They wanted to wake me up early, shoveling that damn snow. It's all good. Payback is a you know what. Let's go. I swear, man, we got the best community in the world, bro. We do. Best community in the world, man. Shout out to all the MVPs in the chat. We do this every game, man. Pre-game, live game, post-game. 4.5 straight hours of coverage. Then we go make shorts for other platforms. Follow us everywhere, man. Pre-game, live game, post-game coverage, man. Oh, we got the You the GOAT emblem. You the GOAT. We got $100 super chat. Woo! Woo!
He's on fire! He's on fire!
Let's go. I didn't even read it yet. I'm going to read it in a second, bro. Nemhard misses a 3. Drop some fires in the freaking chat, man. Somebody call the neighbors. Their house might be on fire. VJ drives the lane. He's fouled. Philly for life, $100 super chat. He said, shoot to Pluto then. You deserve it, bro. Nothing but love for the channel. Triple OG. Standing ovation, man.
He's on fire!
He said to Pluto, man. He said to Pluto. That is the type of energy I need, man. We are one and we are all. We are taking this thing to the moon, to Pluto, wherever, to the next dimension, the next galaxy. We are taking it up and over, man. Sixers knocked down the free throws, I believe. Yeah, VJ knocks him down. 58-57. 3-ball from Nemhard. Knocks it through. Philly for life. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, bro. You don't have to do all that, man. Much love, though. Much love. Maxey at the top. Maxey working against Jay Huff. He's going to find Joel Embiid. Now Maxey dribbling, driving, step back. Maxey left it short. Here's Aaron Neesmith. Neesmith going to find Siakam. It's a 4-point game. Siakam against Barlow. He dribbles. He turns. He spins. Puts up a J. Left it short. Jay Huff the rebound. Siakam against Barlow. He dribbles, drives, lays it up. Missed it again. And we have a foul on Kelly Oubre. Are y'all dropping some love in the chat for my guy Philly, man? Drop some fire. Drop those MVPs. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. It was Nemhard who had just made the 3, by the way. Sixers are getting on my nerves, but we got the chat in here, man. We're all rocking on a Monday night. First of a back-to-back. Let's go, man. Edgecombe drives downhill, lays right up and in. My guy Philly for life brought the energy back to this team, man. It's now a 2-point game. Let's go. We got to win this, man. 7:40 to go in the third. And the Sixers poke it away again. A chance to tie. Oubre goes the distance. Right up and in. Nemhard wanted the foul. Didn't get it. Oubre ties it up at 61. $7:20 to go. Siakam out to Nemhard. 10 on the shot clock. Nemhard gonna drive, and he is fouled. Maxey gonna get the whistle. Philly for life, $2 super chat. He says, had to look out for my boy. Ain't been here in a few. Hey, man. Hey, just you being here is all that matters, bro. But you did bring the team back to life. Shout out to you.
He's on fire!
Now we need the rest of the chat to wake up. We got almost 400 people in here. Hit the thumbs up button, man. Get us to 300 likes. We are halfway there. Hit the subscribe button. We're almost to 50.7K. We continue to grow. We continue to evolve. Shout out to the chat, man. And once again, shout out to Philly for Life for bringing us the juice, man. I swear the Sixers listen to this stream on the sideline, man. Nembhard going to knock down the second free throw. It is a 1-point game. I did say it would be close for 2 to 3 quarters. I did predict that. So we'll see if the Sixers can wake up here and start to try to build a lead. Edgecombe drives, misses the floater, gets it back, puts it in himself. The Sixers lead by 1. Nembhard crossover drive, lays it up and in. Back and forth, back and forth. Edgecombe working against Quentin Jackson back in for Indiana. Here's Joel Embiid backing down Jay Huff. Double team comes and Embiid is fouled. Don Boyle gifting a Philly Take membership. Woo! Chat is on fire.
He's on fire.
Come on, chat. Y'all are amazing, man. You don't even have to look at me, man. Look at how amazing our chat is. Proof's in the pudding right there, man. Listen, man, in all seriousness, I appreciate everybody's effort in the chat, always keeping it rocking and rolling. When I come on this microphone, when I come to do these streams, man, I really try to give it my all every single game. And I know you guys do the same, man. I never want to come up here and just be boring and suit and tie and, you know, let me just copycat everything else. I'm just myself, man. I just want to bring the best coverage and the best, you know, just the best passion the way I know how to. Pacers leave it short. Sixers get it back. 1 point lead for Philly. 65-64. Maxey to Oubre. Oubre downhill, lays it up and in. 3-point game. $2 super chat. Philly for Life said this better make VJ start cooking too, and it did. You are right, man. Philly for Life might be a fortune teller in another life because as soon as he started talking about VJ started going off. There's Jarris Walker with a nice turn and scoop. VJ was 0 of 4 in the first half. He's now 2 of 3 here in the third quarter. And he's got, I think, 5 free throw attempts in this quarter. Joel Embiid backing down Tony Bradley. Sixer against former Sixer. Step back. Got it to go. Yes, sir, man. 5:25 to go here in the third. Siakam going to pull up a 3. In and out. Bradley the rebound. Bradley up to Walker. Dumps it down to Bradley. And Joel could not recover in time. One easy dunk. Somebody just got called for an illegal screen. I think it was Joel Embiid. Let's go, guys. We need 50 more likes. Get us to 300. Hit that sub button. First game of a back-to-back. We will be here tomorrow night as well. We got it all coming up for you, man. Hopefully you guys continue to support RB, man, with whatever we do. You know, support our Eagles coverage, Sixers coverage. Support us on all platforms. Let's keep taking over the game, man. Siakam coming around a screen. He's going to turn, spin, put it up. Got it plucked away. He's complaining for a foul. Couldn't get that one, though. Sixers have it back. 4:50 to play. Here in the third quarter. Edgecombe. Downhill. One-handed slam. The poster and the foul.
He's on fire.
Sir. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, it finally happened. I am crediting Philly for life, man. Philly for life gets all the credit. VJ Edgecombe finally got a posterizer dunk. We've been waiting all season. And at the halfway point, game number 41, a moment we will remember for the rest of the season. He drives downhill, he elevates, throws it down one hand from the side on Tony Bradley. Now, he missed the free throw, unfortunately. It was an and one. Holy crap, man. I guess we'll count it as a posterizer because he kind of went in from the side, but still, against the center, finally he got one, man. Joel kicks out to Grimes. Grimes to Maxey. The ball is moving. VJ to Joel. He turns with the left hand. Joel turning, backing down. Bradley goes right up and in. The Sixers have a 5-point lead. Woo! Here's TJ McConnell coming around a screen. McConnell puts up the mid-range and knocks it through. It's going to be a cardiac game, man. But, yo, shout out to Philly for life, man. He really did that. He really got him. He really got Tony Bradley. Wow, that was awesome. Woo! That was freaking awesome, man. That was awesome. Dude, that was amazing, bro. Joel going to knock down the first at the line. And then VJ did like a little wave over to the bench, laughing. I love it, man. Dude, let's go, man. VJ finally got one. You got to have fun with the little moments throughout the year, man. You got to enjoy them, man. Dude, that was awesome. Here's the dribble, pull up, missed it again. By the way, Embiid went 2 of 2 at the line. Here's Maxey coming around a screen. Maxey working. Finds Joel. Joel backing down Bradley again. Puts it up. Didn't get the whistle that time. Here's Neesmith down the other way. He turns. He spins. Neesmith. Bradley. Here's Jarris Walker. Walker going to drive right to the rim. Embiid did not move. And Walker had a wide open layup. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just tuning in or maybe a step away, VJ Edgecombe completely changed the momentum of this game. He finally gets a posterizer dunk. And the 76ers finally have some juice, man. I'm looking at the rerun of the play right now. Yeah, nah, VJ finally got his, man. He finally got his. That was awesome. Guys, rate that dunk on a scale from 1 to 10 in the chat right now. Rate that dunk on a scale from 1 to 10. That was awesome, man. And then he does like a little wave over to, I think it was Watford and Lowry on the bench. I'm sorry, man. That was what I needed to juice me up. And all credit goes to Philly for life in the chat. He said, let's get going, VJ. And he did it. And it was on Tony Bradley, too. He drove downhill. He took the pass from somebody, and he throws it down one-handed, and the building erupts. And you know what's pretty funny is, like, honestly, I feel like it's VJ who kind of got the team going here, you know? He was 0 of 4 in the first half. He wasn't doing anything. Yeah, man, like, VJ really got the momentum of the team going. And I feel like every time, you know, whether it's this game, last game, the game before, we've sat here and we've looked at it and we're like, why isn't VJ really involved with the team, you know?
Let's go.
Like, why isn't he the guy that's like getting going and getting some of the rock and all that, you know? And man, that was awesome. I think VJ would be pretty good in the dunk contest too, man. Oubre's had a good third quarter. Maxi's had a decent quarter. Joel is getting going. He's got 8 here in the quarter. $5 Super Chat Philly for Life says, give that dunk an 8. If he grabbed more rim, would have got a higher score. Still filthy, though. VJ's starting to cook. Take us home, baby. Let's go.
He's on fire.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird angle because he kind of came down from the side. Like, he approached it from the side a little bit. But to do it over a center, I think it's got to be a 9 at least. It's not a 10, I agree. But for me, it's a 9 because to do that on a center to elevate, plus it's his first one. He finally got it going. I love it, man. So here's Trendon Watford and Jabari Walker back in the game together. I don't know why Nurse is going back to this lineup. Joel just winged it out to Maxi. Maxi a 3, can't get it to fall. Joel gets the rebound, goes up, lost it, gets it back, finds a cutting Watford, and Watford is going to find the rim. Nice bucket by Trendon Watford. Here's TJ McConnell to Jay Huff. Jay Huff to Aaron Neesmith. Here's TJ McConnell over to Aaron Neesmith. He's going to dribble downhill, drive, fight, and is fouled. This Walker-Watford lineup is a bit strange to me, but I don't know, man. Guys, 380 people in the chat. Do me a favor, hit that like button. That way we can get more people in this chat. Hit the subscribe button. We do it every single game, pregame, live game, postgame, Sixers Game Day Live, presented by National University. First one good for the Pacers. $2 Super Chat Philly for Life says, VJ's been close to so many of them this year, finally. Yeah, it's finally, man. He's had like 7 opportunities. Finally got it to go, man. About time. Sixers got to keep this momentum up. Pacers knocked down both. Sixers are shooting 10 of 19 from the field this quarter after going 5 of 19 in the second. I guess their third quarter woes are finally done with, maybe? McConnell's going to foul Joel Embiid. Doesn't like the call. So Joel Embiid back at the line. Sixers in the bonus. He misses the free throw. Sixers got to really focus in here. I mean, they're missing a lot of free throws tonight. They're missing a lot of them. Let's go, guys. Get us up to 300 likes, man, so we can wake up the neighbors. Second one good at the line for Joel, 1 of 2. I like the fact that nobody has more than 1 turnover. Sixers doing a real good job taking care of the ball. McConnell to Huff. Huff spacing the floor, knocks down a 3. What a shot by Jay Huff. Once again, if you have not checked out my trade target list, Jay Huff is on it. He's a guy that can knock down and space the floor, man. Here's Joel Embiid against Jay Huff. Now he's going to take him all the way, drives in, getting physical. Embiid fouled again. That's what I like. Be physical, man. Be physical. That's what we need. That is what we need. Let's go, chat. We really need a win tonight, man. We need that for morale. We need it bad. First one good at the line for Joel Hans Embiid. Second one good for Joel. 2 of 2 at the line. It is 80-77. Feels like a cardiac game potentially incoming. McConnell working against Quentin Grimes. He drives downhill, blows right by, lays it up and in. Grimes nowhere to be found. Left in the dust, man. 55 seconds. Here's VJ Edgecombe coming around his screen. He's going to drive all the way against the defense. Had it blocked. Blocked. And then Watford going to foul Neesmith on the fast break. Neesmith went for all the money. Once again, the 76ers bench lineup is struggling, man. They are struggling. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for being here, man. Good game between the Sixers and the Pacers here on a Monday night. 4 games coming this week. Pacers tonight, Suns tomorrow, Rockets Thursday, New York Knicks on Saturday. Knicks just got blown out by the Mavericks. Cavaliers got blown out earlier today. This is a real opportunity for the Sixers to gain some ground in the standings. They have to take advantage. Let's go, man. Like the show. Get us to 300. Hit that sub button. We do it every single game. Give you the passion, the reactions, the game call, and more. It's like now I start to like mentally prepare myself for the fourth quarter. I would love to know how many teams have had games decided in the final minute this year, like who has the most. I feel like the Sixers have to be like top 3. It's been like at least 90% of the games. Grimes missed the layup. Walker gets the board, goes right up and in. Nice job by Jabari Walker, cleaning it up. 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. 3 seconds separating game and shot clock. Six seconds to go here in the third. McConnell going to cross over, drive downhill, kicks, wide open 3. No good for Jackson. Jabari Walker, full court heave, no good. And that is where we are at, heading to the fourth quarter. Bernard McCoy, $2 super chat says, Sixers are not a good team right now. They are confused. Well, we will see if that holds. We'll see if they can still squeak one out here. Guys, what do you think? Are the Sixers going to win, yes or no? Drop some fires in the chat. We are going to the fourth quarter. But before we get into it, got to give a huge shout out to one of our newer partners of the show over at Surfshark. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like to surf the internet, but you are worried about the safety and privacy of your data online, the way that I'm worried about the Sixers winning this game right now, or maybe you want to watch something online and it gets blocked in your area, maybe you need some more privacy. You need ways to access things. You want to get rid of some ads and annoying malware. Guess what? Surfshark is the VPN for you. Surfshark allows you to virtually travel the world, browse privately by encrypting your internet activity. Maybe you're a gamer who plays something online and people online say they're going to hack your PC. Well, you can avoid this entire concern. Surfshark offers features to keep you safe, including worldwide matchmaking, DDoS protection, and as close to no lag as it gets with zero bandwidth limitations. If you're looking to maybe stream a sports game in your area, but you get hit with a geo block, right, or a blackout, no worries. This VPN can help you avoid that. And if you feel like you can't escape ads when you're searching the web, Surfshark offers a clean web feature, which blocks ads, trackers, and malware when you are connected to their VPN. It lets you surf the web ad and tracker free and keeps you safer online. Last but not least, they have an email scam checker designed to help protect you from phishing attacks and email scams. They use AI to analyze emails for signs of manipulation, suspicious content, sender info, and other characteristics common in phishing attempts. So if you are interested in boosting your online safety and privacy today, click our link down in the live chat and get 4 free extra months with Surfshark VPN. It comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Shout out to Surfshark VPN, and thank you to them for partnering with our show. Got to be safe on the web out here, man. Got to be safe. Got to protect yourself. Got to play defense. Same way the Sixers need to play defense in this fourth quarter. What do you guys think, man? We going to win this game, yes or no? We going to win this game, yes or no? Oh, wow, that makes me feel better. The Pacers have a 1-27 record when trailing after 3. Maxey takes it away, goes the distance, lays it up and in. Let's go, Mad Max. Let's go, Mad Max. TJ McConnell coming around the screen. McConnell going to drive, pull up, mid-range, can't get it to fall. Sixers have it. Here they come. Maxey up the floor, guarded by Pascal Siakam. Maxey going to dribble, step back. Maxey over to Grimes. Grimes going to cross over, pull up, mid-range, can't get it. Here comes TJ McConnell down the lane, puts it up against Siakam, lays it in, 84-83. One possession game. One possession. Kelly Oubre working against Jay Huff. Oubre going to dribble, drive, down the lane, goes up, contested, left it short. Sixers have it, Bona to Grimes. I don't know why Nurse is going with this lineup again. I don't like it. Grimes drives the lane and he's fouled. What do you guys think about this lineup, man? I don't like this lineup right now. Why is he playing Walker with, who's it? Oubre on the floor and Bona? I don't know, man. I don't like this lineup. Walker, Grimes, Bona, Maxey, and Oubre. I feel like Drummond might be able to help with the glass right now. First one good at the line for Quentin Grimes. Sixers still getting out rebounded in this game. They could really use that paint presence. Grimes going to go 2 of 2 at the line. 86-83 now. I did say this game would be cardiac until the fourth quarter, so we'll see if it comes true. Now Siakam fouled by Walker. Did he get the bucket too? I think they called it on the floor. So I believe it is only going to stay with the Pacers. Let's go, chat. 480 people in here. Hit that thumbs up, sub to the channel, welcome in, and welcome to the family. We do it every single game. Hope y'all are enjoying the show, man. Always try to make it as entertaining as we can. Nemhard going to find Jay Huff. Dribbling, driving, got it plucked away. Knocked out of bounds. Maxey says we need a review. The refs are going to come talk about it. And now I think they're going to reverse the call here. Definitely went off at Jay Huff 3 times. And again, what was the point of bringing Jared McCain back up to the Sixers? What was the point of that? I don't understand. Here's the dribble and the kick. Jabari Walker for 3. No good. See, we got Jabari Walker shooting corner threes. Like, we can't have that right now. Jay Huff, wide open layup off the dish, and it's good. I just don't understand, bro. We don't run offense in the fourth quarter. This is the same thing that happened last game, bro. We don't run offense in the fourth quarter. Grimes looking for Maxey. Maxey getting pested by TJ McConnell. Maxey going to turn, fade, rolled off the rim. Pacers bring it up the floor. Here's TJ McConnell working against Maxey, going baseline, turn, spin. What a dish from McConnell. Siakam a 3 and hits. Oh my gosh, man. Why do they make it so painful? Pacers shooting 43% from 3. Sixers are at 21. Oubre the drive, spin, and the bucket. Tied at 88. 8:57 to go here in the fourth. Siakam to Huff. Huff to Siakam. Siakam against Grimes. Siakam turning, spinning the other way. Walker takes it away. Driving up the floor behind the back dish. Grimes all the way. Fouled in the lane. Took an awkward spill at the end of it. Grimes is going to the line for 2. 8:40 to go. Let's go, chat. Come on, man. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Come on. Gotta stay locked in. Need a W, man. Grimes misses the first free throw. How many free throws are we going to miss? One of 2 at the line for QDOT. Three ball missed by Indiana. 8:27 to go. Time to strap in, lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Final 8.5. Maxey floats one up, missed it. Bona the rebound goes up, swatted by Jay Huff. Maxey to third attempt, and this time it goes. Boy, oh boy. What a block by Jay Huff, man. This guy's having a heck of a season. Can't lie, man. Still not sure why they brought McCain back up today, but we are headed to commercial, man. 8:12 to go. It is a 3-point game. 480 people in the chat. Welcome in. I am RB. This is the 76ers Game Day Live Show presented by National University. As always, we are powered by the Sleeper app. You know what to do, man. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We have a nail biter on our hands. On our hands, man. Feel that? It's your heart rate. It's your blood pressure going up. Every game, man. Every game they do it to us. What are the Sixers shooting from the free throw line tonight? It has to be like 60 or 70%. Sixers are shooting 67% at the free throw line. Brutal. Getting out rebounded by 4. They've only turned it over 5 times, though. Pacers have turned it over 17. But the Sixers are shooting 21% from 3. 3 of 14. They've only taken 14 threes in this game. Not very good. Not very good. They're just going to have to stop playing around and get the starters back in right now. They want a chance to win this game. Maxey's got 4 here in the fourth quarter. Joel had 10 in the first, none in the second, 11 in the third. Needs to have a big quarter here, man. Let's go. Got to get this win. This is one of those games that I always say, chat, like, come out with a win, man. It's ugly. We don't like how it looks, but come out with a W, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Like, some games you just got to stack up in the W column. You know what I mean? So, see what happens, man. All right, here we go. Jay Huff going to hand off to Ben Shepherd. Jay Huff from the wing turns, drives, kicks it back. Stolen again by Tyrese Maxey. Maxey lays it up and he's fouled at the rim. Maxey has 6 steals in this game. Holy crap. Oh my God. Tyrese Maxey just recorded his career high in steals. Oh my gosh. Yo, we have to start talking about the Tyrese Maxey defensive leap, man. Everybody talks about his offense, deservedly so, but yo, 6 steals? He's averaging a career high in steals. He's like top 10 in the league. Top 5, I think. He's unbelievable, man. 6 steals for Tyrese Maxey. He's picking these passing lanes like it's a freaking interception. 3 ball from Neesmith. Can't get it to go. Walker couldn't pick it up. Nurse. This is what I'm talking about, man. Nurse, you have to have a feel of the game. You have to have a feel of the game, Nurse. You got to get Joel Embiid back in right now. You have to get whoever else in. He should put Barlow in. He's not going to do it. Walker just knocked over a man. Bro, what a... Oh, no, they call it a foul in Indiana. Thank you. Thank you. Boy, oh boy, man. Got to get Joel back in. Wait, they did call a foul on the Sixers. Oh, wait, was it 3 second? Might have been 3 second. So it was a 3 second violation on the Sixers. Pacers have the ball. Here's Jay Huff around half court. Doesn't go over the line. 9 on the shot clock. Here's Andrew Nembhard around his screen. Nembhard to Huff. Huff inside. Wide open 3 from Shepherd. Can't capitalize. I don't know why they are doing this again, man. Like, get these guys off the floor. Grimes, step back and drive. Threw it to Oubre. Was knocked out, luckily, by the Pacers, but oh, man. Oubre going to find him cutting Maxey, and there he goes. Mama, there goes that man, Tyrese Maxey, with a fairly easy layup. Sixers lead by 6. Pacers throw it away. Bona saves it, driving up the floor, almost lost it. Walker swatted from behind. Oh my gosh, a miserable fail by the Sixers, but then Walker takes it back from Nembhard, throws it up the floor. Oubre all the way, swatted away again. Unbelievable defense in transition by the Indiana Pacers. You had Bona lose the fast break dribble, found Walker, he got blocked at the rim. Then you had Walker come back down the floor, take it away again, throw it up the floor to Oubre, and Oubre gets plucked on the drive to the rim on the break. So the Sixers have it again. Maxey a 3, left it short that time. Holy smokes, man. 6-point game. Sixers got to put him away. Nembhard double teamed around half court. Finds whoever. Huff at the rim. Poked away. Sixers have it. Timeout, Nick Nurse. Thank you. Regroup. Guys, we need one more like. Get us to 300. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. Holy smokes, man. What a crazy, crazy game. How do we feel, man? Can the Sixers close it out? This game is like taking so much energy out of us, man. And they play tomorrow night. All right, man. It's time to go. Full mark zoom off. Shout out to my guys. Salute zoom off. Lock all windows and doors. We are coming in for a landing. One more quick shout out to our great partners over at National University. Once again, check them out. All of their new scholarship offerings right now. They are for a limited time offering the Year of You Scholarship, where you can get up to $6,000 per year on a bachelor's or a master's degree. Shout out to National University. They awarded $50 million in scholarships last year with one of the largest private nonprofits in the U.S. One of the best universities out there. You can go to school online from the comfort of your own home. Quick 4 and 8 week online courses that help you balance work life and school. Start sooner, finish faster. Shout out to National University, a proud partner of Philly Take with RB. Once again, shout out to everybody in the chat. Sixers better not blow this game again. They better not blow this game again, man. They better not blow this game again. Crazy, crazy sequence there on defense by the Pacers. Wild. 300 likes in the chat. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wake him up. Here we go, man. Alan says we need therapy after this, man. I agree. Alrighty. 6-point game. 6 minutes to go. Maxey dribbling, driving downhill, goes all the way to the cup, up, and missed the layup. 6:05 to go here in the fourth. Nembhard guarded by Oubre. Halfway through the fourth. Neesmith going to dribble, drive under the rim, kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam, pump fake, drive, missed the layup. Nobody goes for the rebound. And the Pacers miss it again. Wow, the Sixers got lucky there. And where the hell is Joel Embiid, man? These lineups are getting on my nerves. Here's the drive from Maxey. Got it to fall. Cha-ching. Oubre almost stole it again. Did he knock it off the Pacers? He did. Great defense by the 76ers. Let's go. Put your foot on the gas and take us home. Pacers steal it right back. Nembhard goes to the rim and he's fouled. Every time the Sixers do something great, man, they cough it right back up, man. They're letting the Pacers stay in this game. I'm going under the assumption that Joel's not playing tomorrow anyway, so he better find a way to win this game if Nurse would actually get him back in the damn game. First one good at the line for Nembhard. Oubre's had a pretty good game as well tonight. Probably his best game since returning. Free throws good for the Pacers for Nembhard. 6-point game. We will take the scoreboard off in a couple minutes to avoid any spoiling at the end. Here are the Sixers. Kelly Oubre with the rock. Joel Embiid finally back in the game with Edgecombe. Nurse going to leave his power forward in. This time it'll be Jabari Walker. Joel steps into a three. Cha-ching! Big time shot. That is a big time shot for Joel Embiid. Here come the Pacers. 9-point game. Under 5 to play. Siakam trying to answer. He cannot. Bad night for Siakam. He only has, 18? On 17 attempts. Here come the 76ers. Maxey almost slipped. Drives to the rim. Reverse lay. It is money. It is money. Maxey is cooking in the fourth quarter. Maxey is taking this game into his hands, man. Nembhard dishes it back. Neesmith the pump fake. The drive and the kick. Sixers up by 11, and Nembhard throws it away again. Maxey's has his... How many steals is that, bro? Joel Embiid lays it up and in. And a timeout. Maxey has 8 steals. Maxey has 8 steals. Tyrese Maxey just recorded his 6th steal of the game with 7:40 to go, which was his career high. He has 8 steals. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Remember that game a few years ago? It was TJ McConnell, right? What did he have? 10 steals? Yeah, he had 10. The most steals in an NBA game is 11. Michael Carter Williams had 9 back in 2013 for the Sixers. Holy crap. Maxey has 8 steals. Bruh. What in the world? On the day he gets named an NBA All-Star starter, Tyrese Maxey, who is putting on a defensive clinic this season, has 8 steals. And you know what's crazy too, man? Maxey is tied for 5th in the NBA right now in steals. He's got 8 steals. Nembhard gonna turn, spin, kick it back to Siakam. Siakam crossing over, driving, spinning. He gets double teamed. Neesmith, the pump fake, kicks it a corner. Quentin Jackson sidestep 3. It's short. You know what's crazy, man? I said this game would be close until the 4th quarter. And that is exactly what has happened. Sixers are on an 18-3 run. Maxey threw it away. Joel had it poked away by Indiana. Going to stay with Philly. Wow. Wait, did they take one off of Maxey on the box score? Did they take away a steal from Maxey? Why does it say 7 now? Maxey up top, dribbling, driving, kicks to Walker. Walker in the corner, knocks it through. I think they just took that away from Maxey. They just took that last one away, I think. That's BS. Nembhard knocks down a 3 on the other end. I don't know. I'd have to see the play, but 7 steals is still a career high. It's unbelievable. Maxey floats it up and drains it. I hope he gets another one just to get one. Sixers are up by 15 now, and there goes Nembhard with an easy layup down the other end. 2:26 to go. Postgame live coming up right after here on the stream. Don't have to go anywhere. Just stick around. Oubre goes up and he's fouled. Anyway, this game is going exactly how I predicted it. Said it would kind of spread out in the 4th quarter. And that is exactly what it's done. Shout out to the Sixers defense in the 4th quarter, man. It's been phenomenal. They're outscoring the Pacers by 10, from Maxey to Oubre to Jabari Walker. Everybody, man, setting the tone defensively and making a statement here in this game, man. Let's go. Let's go. Wait, now they put it back on for Maxey, I think. I'm looking at the scoreboard now, right? It says 8, so I guess they gave it back to him. Free throws are good. Pacers have it. Siakam turning and spinning, driving, kicks it out to the corner. 3-ball, Neesmith, no good. Up in the air, Pacers get it back. Maxey almost stole it away. Pacers for 3, and they drill it. Maybe Maxey just got another one. I don't know. Maybe that was a steal. I have no clue. But anyway, Tyrese Maxey has 8 steals in this game. Sixers lead by 10. 2 minutes to play. Let's go, man. Much needed game, man. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Drop some fires in the chat, man. Tony Bradley looked like he got his foot stepped on or something. Unbelievable night for Tyrese Maxey. How do you even predict this freaking stat line? Joel steps back, mid-range 2, got it off a foot. Three ball from Indiana, does not go. Chat, looks like they're going to do it, man. It looks like they're going to do it. Here comes Trendon Watford. Is it the cleanup crew? It might be. It might be. On the night that he gets named a NBA All-Star starter, Maxey puts on an unbelievable defensive clinic, man. He's getting a standing ovation. Let's go, man. Siakam drills the 3. It's a 9-point game. Maxey had 29 points. He came up one short of having that 20th 30-point game. VJ chucks a 3 and he walked. He came up just short of that 20th 30-point game, man. Chat, how are we feeling, man? I'm feeling really good after the second half. Again, it's not like they're beating some crazy team, but I like how they were able to kind of reverse shift the energy. I like how Maxey, I mean, like I said, I'm not even going to acknowledge it, but there's still a lot of like Maxey hate. It's very weird. It's very strange. Like a lot of it comes from people that are like so in love with Joel Embiid, like they just can't love both of them. I don't know why. But I love both of them, man. And for this team to get where they need to go, both of them are going to have to play at a high level together. And Maxey is doing everything that you can ask him to do, right? But on the day he gets named an NBA All-Star starter for the first time, he posts an unbelievable stat line, man. Wow. 29 points, 8 assists, 4 boards, 8 steals on only 2 turnovers and a block. Second player in franchise history with 29, 8, and 8. Wow. Sorry, y'all. I'm in amazement right now, man. I'm in amazement. What a game. 550 people in the chat. Do me a favor, like the show, subscribe to the channel. We do this every single game. Pre-game, live game, post-game shows, all condensed into one stream. It went from being a frustrating first half to an absolutely memorable night. Here comes Jared McCain, by the way. He's got a long leg sleeve on. Edwards is going to come in. So Jared McCain finally cracks the floor with 10 seconds left, but, I don't think it's going to matter. And I don't want to overreact. We'll talk about it more in the postgame show, but see what happened as soon as they started running the offense through the guards? I'm just saying. BJ starts to get going. Maxey starts to get going. Joel still did his thing. And the Sixers just take it home, man. They found their identity in the second half. Pacers knocked down a shot. Jarris Walker. Maxey with a historic night here in the franchise. He had 14 in the fourth quarter. Sixers are going to dribble the clock out. Once again, shout out to our great game day partners, man. Shout out to Sleeper, Big Sleeper. Shout out to National University. And, of course, Surfshark as well. All their links, all the info down below. Make sure you support us on all social platforms. We are blowing up on TikTok, IG, Facebook, Twitter, and more. Ladies and gentlemen, drop the W's in the chat, man. Drop the W's. Drop the play the song emojis. Members, I want to hear you, man. First of a back-to-back, Sixers get it done. A much-needed win on a historic stat line for Tyrese Maxey with this franchise. Unbelievable game, man. Unbelievable game. Sixers are going to win it 113-104. I think I said the score would be 118-105, so I was very close. I was very, very close. I don't know if anybody got the score right, but nonetheless, Sixers got a W. That's all that matters. Wake them up. Play the song.
He's on fire.
Yes, sir.
He's on fire.
Man, you know what's crazy too, bro? Not only did I predict the way the game was going to go, I said at the beginning, I said Joel Embiid would have 30 points, 30 plus. I said Maxey would be close behind. He was at 29. Thought Joel would have 33, but I said both of them might get 30. Maxey drops 29. So close. So close, man. What a game. Run it back, man. Play the song again. Play the song! Let's go! Yes, sir! Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Joel Embiid has now scored 25 or more in 9 of the last 12 games. Got to talk about it. We have a lot to get into on our post-game show. It's the beauty of this, man. We don't go anywhere. We're coming up with the post-game right after this, right after I tweet this out. Ladies and gentlemen, drop the W's in the chat, drop the fires. Man, it went from a potential disaster to a really, really, really fun fourth quarter. Tyrese Maxey makes history. We're going to break it all down. I don't know how much of a post-game we're going to do, given that we have to be back here tomorrow night, same time, you know where to be. But just a fun game. We have some certain shout-outs to give. I don't think it was all perfect, so I don't want to sit here and act like because they beat the 10-50 Pacers, you know, that they're going to the championship. But what I will say is that was an impressive recovery in the second half. Chat, how do we feel about that game, man? I'm going to give some shout-outs here in a second before we head over to the post-game show. Hope y'all stick around, though. A lot of fun stuff to talk about, that is for sure. How about 9 in the last 12 for Joel? Maybe he'll make the All-Star reserves, man. Maybe he'll make All-Star reserves. Man, Tyrese was electric in that fourth quarter. These are the types of games, man. They're energy boosts, you know? They're dopamine hits. They're just fun, man. That was fun. Shout out Don Boyle in the chat. Shout out 50 Tons. Alan, Cool J, Busy B, Scum, AG, Rashid. Appreciate everybody hanging around, man. Hanging in the building for another great show. We are now halfway into the season. We are now halfway into the season. Sixers advanced to 23-18. Could be worse, could be better. But what a game. And when you think about the fact that the Knicks lost, the Cavaliers lost, Eastern Conference is looking more and more wide open. A lot to clean up, but a fun end of this game. We're going to talk about it all, man. Once again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. And the party does not end just yet. The party does not end. Stick around in the next 10 minutes. We'll be back with some post-game stuff. We'll highlight, we'll celebrate, maybe get a few of your guys' instant reactions and takes. And we'll break it all down, man. Sixers post-game live show with the best community in the world. It's all coming up here in just a few minutes. Yes, sir. Woo! Let's go. Happy Monday. Happy MLK Day. Ladies and gentlemen, were we just treated to a phenomenal fourth quarter, a phenomenal second half. On the first of a back-to-back, a game the 76ers desperately needed. They get it done. They get it done in sparkling fashion. They get it done in flashiness fashion. And the 76ers bounce back with a big-time win at home against the Indiana Pacers. We are here to break it all down. And we're going to talk about, honestly, a very, very kind of outlier game here in the fourth quarter. Something so spectacular, we might not see it again all season. It wasn't all pretty. We'll break down the good and the bad. But a couple things I noticed as we got into the third and the fourth quarter that allowed the Sixers to flourish. So we're going to break it all down right here on the Sixers Postgame Live Show presented by Sleeper. Ladies and gentlemen, Sixers Game Day Live. We do it every game. You know the drill by now. Make sure you tap in live with us after the game on our YouTube show. Make sure you follow us on all platforms. All right, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, you know the deal. And make sure you follow us on audio platforms as well as we continue to take over in the audio space as well. Unbelievable, man. I don't even have words. I don't even have words right now. I can't even tell you how ecstatic I am. I can't even tell you how incredible that was. The 76ers take down the Pacers, who were shorthanded, who are tanking, who are not having a good season. But for me, it's more about the win. It's about how you win. And the fact that you go into the second half losing, it's feeling like things are starting to crumble, and the Sixers outscore the Pacers by 14 in the second half. The 76ers in the fourth quarter were taken home by Tyrese Maxey, and Tyrese Maxey today was named an all-star starter for the first time, very well deserved, and we've all watched his offensive leap this season. Tonight he drops 29 points and 8 assists and whatever else, right? He's diming up his teammates. He's creating offense. It was a little stuck in the first half, but we get to that fourth quarter, and when the Sixers needed to ramp it up a bit, and they needed to go back to running the offense through Maxey, that's exactly what they did, and Maxey went on those classic Maxey stretches, right? Maxey in that fourth quarter went on one of those classic Maxey stretches. He drops 14 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals in the fourth quarter. Tyrese Maxey had a career-high 8 steals in this game. Unbelievable. He is 5th in the NBA in steals right now. And while everybody's been witnessing this offensive leap this year into kind of an MVP player, we all forgot about his defense. This guy has been unbelievable. How many times in this game did he pick a passing lane like he was a cornerback and run it all the way down the floor and slam it down with 2 hands for a wide open dunk? Tyrese Maxey, 29, 4 boards, 8 assists, only 2 turnovers, 8 steals and a block. He just continues to do this night in and night out. And speaking of crazy dunks, here comes VJ Edgecombe, who finally throws down a posterizer dunk. And he does it on former Sixer Tony Bradley. He takes the ball, drives into the lane, kind of goes on a weird side angle and flushes it down one hand. He's waving over to the bench, smiling. All this fake Maxey VJ beef made up. These guys are having so much fun. And then you have Joel Embiid, who drops his typical 30 points nowadays. 30 points in 9 out of the last 12 games. Just phenomenal to see Joel play in this way. 10 of 17 from the field, 9 of 10 from the line, 9 boards, 4 assists, only 1 turnover. The Sixers really took care of the ball, and they let their amazing defense in the fourth quarter turn into easy offense, and they just took this game away. It was starting to get a little sticky there. It was starting to get scary. 6-point game, right? They had to fight their way back. And I know they're playing a bad team, but I just like the fact that they were able to put their foot down in that fourth quarter and make a ton of plays. Kelly Oubre Jr. contributed defensively in that fourth quarter. Jabari Walker, like everybody was getting their hands in the cookie jar. And I just thought the Sixers played with so much intensity, man. Oubre gives you 18, 5 dimes, 2 steals, and a block. That is what they need from Kelly Oubre Jr. to be successful, especially on a night without Paul George in the lineup. Dominic Barlow, in his limited 24 minutes, 11 points, 7 boards. Jabari Walker ends up playing 24 minutes, 5 points, 6 boards, 4 steals. I don't know how many steals the Sixers had in the fourth quarter as a team, but it had to be like 10. They just absolutely bullied this Pacers team when they were down bad. And I just love the way that they played in that fourth quarter. I love the way that they just took over, you know, like a good team would. And it's crazy because I literally predicted how this game was going to go. I said the Sixers, and I said this in the pregame show. You can go back and check it. I said the Sixers were going to keep it close for 2 to 3 quarters, make it feel like it's cardiac, and then in the fourth, when it matters most, they're going to take off. And I also said that Joel Embiid would lead the game with 30 points and that Maxey might also put up 30. Well, Maxey came up 1 point short. He drops 29, Joel drops 30. When the two of them are operating the way they are, I just think they're so hard to stop. You had 10 from Joel in the first quarter. He had 0 in the second quarter. He had 11 in the third quarter. And he had 9 in the fourth quarter. So the fact that he can space that out and take advantage at certain stretches, we're starting to get back to what they did before the last couple games where they got away from it. That's how they have to attack these teams, man. There has to be Embiid stretches during games, right? Maybe there's a 3-minute, 4-minute stretch where they're just letting Joel ride the paint heavy, letting him go down low and cook. He was cooking Jay Huff in this game. And look, Jay Huff, as we've talked about, is having a great season. You know, he's going to be a viable trade candidate for a lot of teams. He's averaging the second most blocks in the NBA, 2.1. But the fact of the matter is the Pacers are not that good of a defense. They're at 20th in the NBA in defensive rating. And none of the guys on that team can stop Joel Embiid. I said in the pregame show, the Pacers play with energy. They play with intensity. Even though they're down Halliburton, even though they're down Mathurin right now, they still have guys that were on a finals contender last year. They have guys that know how to win big games. So they were going to come in and be pests. They were going to be annoying. They were 2-17 on the road. And it felt like for a while in this game that they were going to win this one. They were going to steal it from the Sixers, and the Sixers were going to have another disappointing loss. But I like how they were able to flip the switch later in the game. And I got to go back to just how special Tyrese Maxey was. I think there's just so much, I don't know what the right word is. Jealousy, you know, just kind of like hypocrisy in a way. Like people love Joel Embiid. And look, I love Joel Embiid. But that doesn't mean you can't give the reins over to Tyrese Maxey. I think Joel Embiid in more of a limited sample, you know, in terms of certain elements of the game is the best way to optimize him at this point based on his health, based on his availability. I like when Maxey takes over. I feel like we have not seen that in the last couple games. It's been very inefficient. And then when he tries to kind of get the car started, you know, in the freezing cold, it just doesn't start that late in the game, you know? And I think Maxey being able to just kind of have full reins in that fourth quarter allowed him to just see the floor differently, allowed him to initiate. And I was getting on Nick Nurse in this game, and I still don't think Nurse managed that well in this game. I go back to some of the lineups that he ran that honestly let the Pacers back in the game, especially in the first quarter or near the end. You know, he's running Jabari Walker and Trendon Watford and VJ Edgecombe and Quentin Grimes and Adem Bona in the first quarter. That line completely collapsed the lead that they were building up. And then in the fourth quarter, Sixers are making their way back. They take the lead, and Nurse doesn't bring Joel Embiid back until, again, the 5-minute mark. Like, that was his colossal mistake last game. That allowed the Cavs to steal that game. That allowed the Sixers to crumble. So I do not like that Nurse is kind of building that habit. But what I will say about Nick Nurse that he did learn in terms of last game is he pulled Quentin Grimes out in the closing lineup, and he actually kept a power forward in the game. Now, I've been saying it should be Dominic Barlow, but Jabari Walker was the guy, and his defensive intensity, and I want to look up how many steals Walker had in that fourth quarter, because Maxey had 4 in the fourth quarter, and Jabari Walker was bringing a ton of intensity. He had 3. So Maxey had 4 steals in the fourth quarter. Walker had 3, and the defense literally took over this game, and Nick Nurse actually kept a power forward in the closing lineup and took Quentin Grimes out, who was very inefficient, who was shot chucking, making some careless mistakes with the basketball. To me, that is an adjustment, and we have to give credit for that. There's a few other things I'm confused on, though. I don't want to give them full credit because I think the Sixers were on the brink of potentially losing this game. You don't play Andre Drummond again. That's now 4 games in a row. Adem Bona played 15 minutes. He had 4 boards and 2 big blocks, but outside of that, didn't really do much at all. We saw Edwards and McCain for the last 10 seconds of the game. That didn't matter. Watford got 12 minutes. I just think Nurse is kind of getting back to this like, hey, it's almost like a scrimmage environment. Let me throw whatever out there for 10 minutes and see how it goes. No, we can't do that. Sixers need to rack up wins right now, especially because we don't know what's going to happen in the future. We don't know what's going to happen in 12 to 15 games. Sixers need to build a cushion. And this entire season has been a roller coaster. That's the best way I can describe it. Every time that they have been 4, 5, 6 games above 500, they lose a couple careless games because of bad mistakes. And they come back. And they get back to this point. So anyway, they got to keep putting their foot on the gas pedal. And I see somebody in the chat saying you're pretty much crying the whole game. Well, you don't know what you're talking about. It's called analysis, bro. It's called a reaction stream. That's what I do, man. I literally call this stuff as it happens. I react in real time. See, again, these people on online culture, they don't even understand what analysis is. They come in here and they whine about Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey is on a different level, bro. The 76ers right now are in a wide open Eastern Conference. I'm watching the New York Knicks earlier today get absolutely smoked. The New York Knicks and all their fans that constantly flood into our show, they are nowhere to be found. You notice how not one Knicks fan came in tonight because they are getting embarrassed. The Knicks look like their season is over unless they make a drastic change. The Cleveland Cavaliers had a couple great wins against the Sixers, but guess what? Can they do that every game in a 7-game series? Who knows? They got blasted today by OKC. Pistons are some rough riders. Celtics are playing good. No Jason Tatum, though. My point is the conference is wide open. And we're going to talk about it a lot more as we lead up to the trade deadline. But if the 76ers can just kind of keep gluing things together here and getting that exposure and building this chemistry, they're going to have as good of a chance as anybody come playoff time based on the guys on this roster. But again, it's like a machine. It has to be well-oiled come playoff time. You have to go into those games knowing how you're going to attack. Knowing, okay, Tyrese Maxey is going to take over and take us home in the fourth quarter. Or VJ Edgecombe is going to have 6 shots at this point, right? You don't have to follow the textbook formula every game. Like, even in this fourth quarter, right? Like, I thought Nick Nurse should have put Joel Embiid back in earlier in the fourth quarter. So that way, the Sixers wouldn't have let this game even get back to a 5-6 point game. He didn't. But I think overall, your identity has to be there. And that's the point of the regular season. You got to build that up, right? You got to win games, but you also have to build it up. So again, tonight, they were going up against a 10-33 team. I'm not worried about the outcome in this game, the win. I'm worried about getting back to what they did 4 or 5 games ago and just knowing how to approach the game. That was my main thing tonight. Now, I still think they need help off the bench. The bench scoring was not there. Tonight, the Sixers bench scored 14 points for reference, and the Pacers scored 35. So 35-14, their bench got outscored. You got guys like Tony Bradley dropping 8 and 7 off the bench. McConnell is just phenomenal. I always talk about TJ McConnell, but his ability to come in and impact the game is second to none. Quentin Jackson had a couple nice shots. I thought Jarris Walker played well. Siakam didn't have that great of an efficient night. 4 turnovers, 24 on 21 shots. I thought Nembhard was tough, but like I said, when Maxey and Embiid are operating at the highest level together, there's just no stopping them. I feel like the Sixers cost themselves with more mistakes than they do the other team. Now, I think early in this game, the first half, we were very, very, very frustrated, and that's for a couple reasons. Number one, the Pacers were getting anything they wanted in that mid-range area, and I do think that that is a level of concern as we move forward. That is a concern as we move forward. Like, how are the Sixers going to guard that quick switch on the pick and roll? Because let's be honest, Joel Embiid in the first half did not move around well at all. His mobility was not there again. And the Pacers were taking advantage of everything that they wanted in that 5-10 foot area. That's why Nembhard and Nesmith and McConnell and all these guys were just having a field day. So they do have to figure that out. And outside of that, I thought on the rebounds as well, like Joel was just standing watching around, VJ, like everybody, Barlow, they weren't attacking on the glass. The Pacers were playing harder. They were playing more physical. They were playing their brand of basketball. So anyway, man, the Sixers picked it up defensively in the second half. Matter of fact, I want to see how many steals did they have as a team in the second half? Because like I said, one big question this season has been, how can they come out in the third quarter and play better? Well, it was actually the second quarter tonight where they went 5 of 19. They were 11 of 22 in the third, so 50% in the third, and they were 5 of 19 in the second. And in the fourth quarter, as a team, they had 8 steals. So they had 8 steals in the fourth quarter alone, which is just unbelievable. And like I said, 4 came from Maxey, 3 came from Jabari Walker. Pacers had 2 steals in the fourth quarter, and the Pacers as a team shot 8 of 21 in the fourth. So again, this was about the 76ers just picking up the defensive intensity, really locking in. There were just so many crazy plays, and the Pacers were still sticking in the game, though, which was crazy, right? I'm screaming to get Joel Embiid back in the game, and there's a run there in the fourth quarter. I think there was like 7 or 8 minutes left where, Jabari Walker throws it down the floor. Actually, I'm trying to remember the sequence. Yeah, so the second one was Walker stole it back and threw it down the floor, but the first time, I think it was either Watford or Walker, whoever it was, someone remind me, but the Sixers had a fast break opportunity. Oh, it was Adem Bona. That's right. It was Bona. He was dribbling down the floor. He had a wide open lane for an easy dunk. He lost the dribble. And then he picks it up, and as he's like falling out of bounds, he finds Jabari Walker. And at this point, it's too late. He goes up, he gets blocked from behind. So that happens. And then the Pacers run it back down the floor. Jabari Walker gets mad. He runs all the way back down the floor, and he steals it again. And this time he throws it up the floor to Kelly Oubre, and Kelly goes up at the rim, and he gets blocked. So you got to give the Pacers some credit there for at least trying. Like, that was an insane sequence. But again, it was Tyrese Maxey who just took advantage of anything he wanted. Hit a big-time 3. And, man, overall, the Sixers' offense, like, they were just getting easy points in that fourth quarter. They just took over. Let me break down the final couple minutes here as I'm trying to remember what happened after that crazy defensive sequence. Yeah, Maxey had a nice floater. Oh, yeah, and then as soon as Joel comes back in, which I thought was huge, right? It was a 6-point game, still kind of hanging in the balance. They bring Joel back at that 5:20 mark, and Joel Embiid knocks down a big triple. And I thought that was like, not the nail in the coffin, but kind of like the, okay, this game is all but over, right? Pacers still have a chance. And then after that, Maxey hit a shot. Embiid hit a layup off the Maxey dime. Then Walker hit a corner three, and at that point, it was over. They were up 16, and that was pretty much it. But yeah, man. So, to be honest, man, a big win for the Sixers. Like I said, I don't want to put too much stock into this game. I'm looking more at the individual performances. Tyrese Maxey is the second guy in Sixers franchise history to have 29, 8, and 8. 29 points, 8 dimes, and 8 steals in a game. The only other being Allen Iverson. Tyrese Maxey, on the day of being named an all-star starter, has an unbelievable performance, man. And I don't know if the one steal was taken away or not. I think they actually counted one after. So maybe he should have had 9 steals. The most steals in an NBA game is 11. And Maxey had 8 and maybe even 9. And as we're all continually talking about the offensive leap from Tyrese Maxey, his defensive leap this year has been insane. 5th in the league in steals. This is a guy who they once said would get targeted on defense. He's averaging a career high in minutes, points, assists, threes, all that stuff, but he's also averaging a career high in steals. And his transition defense and his ability to create transition offense by picking these passing lanes, he's just everywhere. He looked like TJ McConnell tonight. TJ McConnell has the second most steals in an NBA game in history with 10. It was a couple years ago. I think he had like 8 in the first half. Maxey's right there, man. I love it. I love it, man. It's just incredible. It's incredible. Sixers have a lot of depth, and it was funny after the game on the broadcast, VJ comes over to joke about that viral clip that everybody's talking about that I reacted to yesterday. He's like, yeah, I hate you, Tyrese. Obviously joking, right? Like that's a nothing burger. I like that stuff. I like these guys holding each other accountable. I like these guys getting in each other's faces. Like that makes everybody better. To me, that is real leadership. But anyway, man, this team, it's a season of up and downs. It's a roller coaster, and it's a game of runs. They gave up a 15-3 run in the second quarter. They gave up 55 points in the first half to an offense that is dead last in offensive rating. But they come right back in the fourth quarter, and they go on an 18-2 run, and they seal the game. And that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see in this game, man. Simple as that. They got to take advantage. They got to keep capitalizing. And in a week where they have a couple tough games coming up, I think this was a much needed win tonight. Now, I am curious to see, is Joel Embiid actually going to play tomorrow night?
Just more.
I think that honestly is a big question. If somehow, some way, Joel Embiid, who I believe has now played like 9 out of the last 10 or maybe 10 out of 11. If he finds a way to go tomorrow night, that would be insane. But my guess is that because they sat Paul George tonight, they're going to play Paul George tomorrow and not play Joel Embiid. That would be my guess. But if they do find a way to get Embiid on the floor tomorrow, that would be a miracle. That would be a miracle. But anyway, Phoenix Suns are playing well. Tomorrow night's going to be an interesting game for sure. For sure. All right, man. If you want to call into the show, we'll see if we have anybody on the lines, man. Might not. Might wrap it up quick today, but if you want to call in and give any thoughts on this game, call in right now on the Discord or the phone line. Phone numbers 339-207-7171. Might just read the chat for a bit. We'll see. Player of the game. Have to award a player of the game. It is kind of up in the air between Embiid and Maxey. I thought both dominated at certain points in this game. But obviously the 8 steals is unbelievable. Career high for Tyrese Maxey. His previous career high was 6. But on top of that, it's just the game-winning stretch. It's his ability to take over in the fourth. 14 points, 4 dimes, and 4 steals in the fourth quarter. To me, Tyrese Maxey has to get player of the game because of the way he just completely shredded this team. I thought even VJ Edgecombe's intensity could have awarded him a player of the game. I almost think VJ Edgecombe could get player of the game for getting the team back in it mentality-wise, for having that posterizer dunk on Tony Bradley. Like, that really brought the juice, the vibes up in the building. I think that's what VJ Edgecombe does. Like, you look at his stats tonight, 3 of 9, not really that good, but 5 boards, 4 assists, right? He always finds another way to contribute. He always finds a way to get involved. I see the same tendencies in Barlow and Oubre and all these guys. Like, they're just niche guys. They have ways to, impact winning, even if they're not scoring the ball at a high level. And I thought that dunk, that moment, really brought this team up and really got them going and made them believe, like, okay, we are the better team. Let's go out and put them away. But Tyrese Maxey, man, just an unbelievable game. Once again, continues to shock us all. Continues to have just an unbelievable stretch. And shout out to Tyrese Maxey. So, yeah, he gets player of the game. All right, let's go over, see if we got anybody on the lines. Anybody want to chime in real quick on this game? All right, we got a couple on the Discord. We'll take a few real quick. First, let's go to our guy, Cocasau on the Discord. Yo, what's going on, man?
Yo, RB.
Yo, what's up, brother?
Bro, I'm not gonna be here long. It's 3:07 in the morning over here. That was a fun watch, but all I'll come to say is Tyrese Maxey is the fucking truth.
Let's go, man.
Hey, bro.
Unbelievable, man.
Yeah, and Kelly, wow. I told you about that starting output when I was on the phone after the Cavs game, but yeah, that was an enjoyable watch. Hopefully it's all dubs and we're all happy tomorrow. Obviously, I've got win, so hopefully I can call tomorrow when we win and speak nothing but good. But appreciate that, RB.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Great phone call. Shout out to my guy on the Discord, man. I got to get his name next time. I forget. I think he's calling in from the UK. 3:07 in the morning, staying up to watch the Sixers and the Pacers. It's fantastic. It's amazing, man. Shout out to the chat, man. We got people staying up all over the world to watch this team. Chat, who do you guys think is player of the game tonight, man? Maxey, Embiid, VJ? What do you guys think? Take a call from our guy, Cool J, on the Discord. Cool J, what's up, man?
Yo, RB.
Yo, what's up, man?
Definitely like what I saw in this game. Definitely in the second quarter. I did like how it did go off a little rough in the first quarter. The Racers did go on a wild run. There was really no offense or deep. Not good on the offense. No was good on the defense. But they managed to figure it out. The second quarter, Maxey taking those steals were definitely a big key because their bases were making their shots, and them making those big making those big steals were definitely helping get momentum back. BG, of course, getting that dunk was also brought the momentum back for this team, and they started, getting their shots in. I think that definitely the 3-pointers were definitely killing this team. Got to work on making those 3-point shots. Because I think the only one I saw that second quarter, I saw was Embiid. He made that really big 3-point clutch shot. So,
that's crazy, man. The Sixers only shot 17 threes tonight. Like, they didn't even shoot a lot of them, and they shot 29% from 3. So usually you don't win a game when you shoot like that, especially when the other team's around 40. But they managed to pull it off.
They did.
18 steals, by the way. 18. Crazy.
Yes, so that's definitely a huge thing. And I think it's good they're trying to, you gotta rack up these home team games so that way, when visiting teams come to your spot, you can definitely play. They can't, be intimidated and try and think it's easy to try and beat you at home, because you can't win those games like that. So I think tomorrow you got this whole week. You had rest this week to play your home games, and you have to start building wins while you can, so that way you can build up that the fear for the other team, just so like they can be like say, oh, we can't beat this team at home. They're just too good.
Yeah, I agree, man. They got to keep capitalizing, man. They just got to be able to finish teams off, especially bad teams. And, it was a good fourth quarter, man. It wasn't pretty, but they got the win. And to me, that's all that matters.
Yep. That's all you got. That's all you can say. That's all you can do.
Absolutely,
you got to win where you can.
Absolutely. Cool J, appreciate you calling in, man.
They started me in.
Let's go. Cool J on the Discord. Always showing up, man. Always showing up. Shout out to my guy, Cool J, man. It's funny, I was just seeing this thing here. VJ said he apparently called Maxey. There was like a reaction on his Instagram where, VJ was posting about Maxey getting the All-Star nod. And Maxey said, yeah, I was asleep. He said 2 p.m. in the afternoon is when I sleep before my games, man. So maybe Maxey's up at 5 a.m. taking shots and then he goes to bed. I don't know. I will say it was a very odd announcement today. Like usually I expect they have like the TNT pregame show or whatever, and they go through like one by one and announce it. It was very weird. It was like out of nowhere in the afternoon. They're like, oh yeah, by the way, in 10 minutes, we're announcing the All-Star starters. I don't think they did that before. So it caught a lot of people off guard, but at the end of the day, happy for Maxey. He absolutely deserves it. And if people think he doesn't, tonight was a perfect example as to why he does and why he, gets that crown, man, and why he's going to start in the All-Star game. Now, again, not to get sidetracked here, I think the All-Star game is a load of crap at this point. And honestly, I feel the players would be more beneficial. It would be more beneficial to the players if they just sent them home and gave them like a plaque or something. Like, I don't think players even want to go to All-Star weekend. You can't even get NBA players to be in the G League. So to be quite honest with you, man, I just think personally that the All-Star game needs a lot of fixing. I know they're trying different things. This year they have a different format. I still don't think it's going to be that successful. Just my personal opinion. But anyway, regardless, happy for Tyrese Maxey. Happy that he gets this opportunity. And most importantly, happy that he is now a two-time All-Star. So I'm really happy for him. All right, man. Before we kind of wrap this one up, especially on the first of a back-to-back, because we got to be here tomorrow night, let's go ahead and check over on our sleeper picks. Shout out to our great partner here at the Postgame Show, Sleeper. Y'all know the vibes. First half wasn't looking so good, man, for our sleepers picks. And you can make the picks every game by downloading the Sleeper app using the code PhillyTake, getting a 100% deposit match up to $100 with our promo code. Joel Embiid goes for 10 points in the first couple minutes of the game, then goes quiet. He had 10 at halftime, but he does finish with a 30-piece McNugget. So Joel goes over the 27.5. Maxey over 6.5 dimes. He ends up with 8. That's a money pick. VJ Edgecombe had 0 steals. I did not expect that. I should have picked Tyrese Maxey. But anyway, VJ, we had over 1.5 steals. He goes 0. And Jay Huff over 4.5 rebounds. He ends at 6. So RB money, baby. 3 of 4. So close to that 4 for 4, man. But hey, we're having fun. We're getting better as the season goes. You can do the same. Go download the Sleeper app. Use our code PhillyTake. Get a 100% deposit match up to $100. And go check out some of the spreads and the odds for next game. Play the game with Inside the Game, where you pick the overs or the unders. Shout out to Sleeper for partnering with us, man. Terms and conditions apply. See Sleeper's terms of use for details. And please gamble responsibly. All right, man. Back to the post-game show. Sixers win it 113-104, 23-18. I feel like we covered a lot from this game. We'll go to the chat here for a couple mins, and we'll see what the chat is saying. Where is everybody, man? I need to see people getting their thoughts out in the chat for this game. How do we feel after a really good fourth quarter win by the 76ers? I mean, any win is a good win. And they are now 11-11 at home. They're actually better on the road, which is crazy. But we are halfway through, man. Halfway through. Can't believe we've been doing these shows all season, every game. I love it, man. I love it. Lionel says Maxey has changed the game. I agree. Karen says this year's All-Star game is going to be different. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that good, though. They just have not been able to figure it out, really. Back in the day, it was fun. It was enticing. Busy Bee says, I need the All-Star game to come to Atlanta. What else? Karen says, when my dad was an All-Star with the Lakers a year before he came to the Sixers in the Wilt trade, it was really cool. Those were the days. Yeah, back then, everything was more competitive. Guys didn't have to worry about injuries. Too many injuries in the NBA right now. But yeah, no, that's really cool. That's really cool. I hope the All-Star game is more enticing. I wish they could get some NBA players to do the dunk contest. I'll tell you what, with the way VJ Edgecombe is throwing down dunks like he did tonight, man, he'd be fun in the All-Star game, in the dunk contest, but I do not want to see that because I don't want any possibility of him getting injured. But it will be interesting to see the reserves come out, see who gets the nod. Before we go, I want to look at the NBA standings. Like I said earlier, the New York Knicks got obliterated, which is hilarious. Their fans are nowhere to be found. And they are now 25-18. The Knicks are going downhill. The Celtics have leaped them in the Eastern Conference. And the Sixers are a game behind. Pistons are 30-10. They can absolutely come out of the Eastern Conference. Celtics are 4.5 behind them. New York Knicks are 6.5 behind. Raptors are 4th in the East at 7, and the Sixers are 7.5 games out. And if you think about it, man, the Sixers have beat the New York Knicks. They have beat the Toronto Raptors. They have beat the Boston Celtics. And they were very close twice to beating the Detroit Pistons. They folded at the end of the game. But Sixers had a good shot to beat them too. I'm sorry, man. Sixers have a great shot in this conference. It is a weak conference, right? You look at the Western Conference, it is loaded. But we will get to those games in a couple weeks. I'm already looking at the dates on the calendar. West Coast trip, first one of the season coming up in the first week of February. Going to be some late shows for us. But anyway, that Eastern Conference, yeah, I don't want to get my hopes up too much, but things could fall into place. I'm just happy that they're playing games, that they're coming together and figuring it out. So we will see what happens, man. But that's where we're at. That is where we're at. It's going to be an interesting rest of the season tonight in game 41, the halfway point. 76ers get a W. They win it 113-104, and they advance to 23-18. Big fourth quarter. Historic night for Tyrese Maxey. 8 steals. VJ Edgecombe posterizer dunk. Sixers pull through for a W. They're back at it tomorrow night against the Phoenix Suns for the first time this year. See how it plays out, man. It's going to be interesting. Chad, I appreciate y'all. Philly Take community. Best in the world, man. Y'all are the best, man. Sixers get it done. Postgame live show presented by Sleeper. I'll catch y'all tomorrow night. Have a good one, everybody. Peace.